It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Let's all go to the
1, 2, 3.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
All I've learned from this is that there's way too many leprechauns.
Is this the Mac and Me soundtrack on vinyl?
It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
At least that wasn't the first one.
We tried. What's happening?
Gentlemen,
everybody
how's it going?
Hey, Don. How you doing, buddy?
Nice to see you, Captain.
Nice to see you. I'm glad you're able to join us tonight. That's good. Good.
Oh, yeah. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Or should I call you Captain?
Yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah, you can call me anything you want. Yeah. Fellas, yeah, we tried to. We wanted to do the whole stream just silent, like in true Jason form, but we just wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you see the
That
people
would be
tuning out after 15 minutes to be like, okay, screw this shit.
that would be the ultimate Andy Kaufman style joke. So,
Now we would be quiet and like be taking sips of our drinks too.
yeah, sure. I mean, we're not gonna be. I mean, we're not Jason. We're just trying to be like Jason. I mean, we can fail. You know. Just
Every
like
now and then,
I'm
I
gonna
show
do
a
right
tape,
now.
just show a tape and then like drop it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So welcome to the 13th episode of Tape Talk, the
Yep.
horror edition. I'm trying to drink my beer through a straw.
Hey, look at. I think Don's gonna attempt. He's got a bottle, I think.
Oh, let's see what Don's going to do with this
Oh.
now.
Mhm.
Got to stick it through there.
It's funny. Don, I was thinking to myself, I was like, Don's hair looks weird. It's like, did he get it dyed or
Something new.
yeah? I was like, yeah,
Like
he's
the
all
back.
yeah, he's all moosed up.
That's perfect. Greetings and salutations.
Hey, Professor's here.
Professor's here. So, yeah, before we get started into this and everything, I just wanted to let both you guys know. Obviously, I invited both you guys for a reason because, you know, you guys are always in the chat, and when Captain and I used to do drinking beers and checking tapes. And then when we stopped drinking beers and checking tapes, you guys started hanging out in the house. And then when in the house kind of like started to slow down, and we come back and we're like talking tapes again.
Yeah.
We're kind of the Game of Thrones penguin, Last of Us. You know, when one goes off and no one comes on, and then we just.
Yeah, so I figured it'd be only be right for the special guest to be you two dudes.
And I would like to point out, I think Larry's version of Jason could probably get 3 to 4 movies in on Tubi, like just from that look alone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
he's got a definite poster look to him. I dig it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's the red markings. That's what really sets it off. Is the red thingies, and
I got
that's
red
what all
markings,
these.
but it's like,
Yeah,
Amazon man came in clutch.
yeah,
I won-
you did well. You
I
did
won
well
this
there.
mask from my weed store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like in a raffle or some shit.
Yeah, I got mine from a dollar store back in spooky season. Like I was telling Rob, like I'm always compelled to buy a Jason mask every time I see one, just because It just seems like I should have one every year. Get a new Jason mask
You can
because
have
you
one
know
on
what?
hand.
It comes in handy, like in situations like this. You know,
Exactly.
See, I was
You-
Never have
debating.
too many Jason masks lying around.
I was just debating like whether I wanted to go full on and buy a NECA one, or just like, because ultimately I would like to have the NES Jason one. Like that
Yeah,
would
for
be
sure.
cool to have.
yeah, what like the purple one or
Yeah.
whatever color it is. You know,
The teal and purple. I would love to
Mhm.
have a mask like that.
Yeah, well, Professor, you missed the beginning. You obviously missed the first 30 seconds of the stream.
yeah, we tried to be silent the whole time, but no, that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, we tried, man.
That reminds me, you guys ever seen the Arsenio Hall show where
Oh, yeah.
Voorhees, Jason is a guest and he just sits there?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, that's great.
it's awesome.
asking the questions and shit.
Yeah, that's great. Arsenio Hall was awesome. For one, he always had he always had
Right.
wrestlers on. He always had wrestlers as guests and all
We
that.
had a Macho Man, right? One time.
Yeah, Macho Man. He had the Ultimate Warrior. He had Big Boss Man and Akeem and Slick, and yeah, it was good stuff. He was
What
a wrestling
fucking
fan.
cool, man.
I do.
My mother's cousin, her husband, it was a comedian, and he performed on the Arsenio Hall show like a long time ago.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh.
Whoop, whoop. Indeed.
His
Yeah.
name was Ronald Vodri. He's not a known comedian, but I mean, he must have been a little bit something going on. He was like a new guy on Arsenio Hall back then when it first started, or some shit.
Yeah.
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 So there's that.
There's always
There
that.
is always that. I like it.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
What do you think? What do you think? What kind of booze Jason would drink?
He'd probably like a good sex on the beach, maybe.
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
totally like a Bahama Mama. Like he's got like a big fruity.
Oh yeah, because that was all
I
the
can picture it.
pineapple and
Starting
all that
with the
stuff.
straw.
Garnish.
Yeah, I can picture that. Well, like Garth in Wayne's World with the big drink he had.
Yes, Professor, you may ship us anything you want. Is that what he said? Because I don't have my glasses on.
You can see me guys the DIY Jason mask I made. Maybe I can look into that and make that happen one day. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, international shipping. You might want to make sure that's worth it or not.
Hey, yeah, ship that stuff, boy. Ship it.
Tariffs nowadays,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, but even before that, it was like international shipping. Even though we're on the same continent, it's like I know for media is like $23.
No tariffs. There's no tariffs for me and Professor, man. In Mexico to Canada, boom.
Nice.
We're homies.
Oh, I just belched and it came out my eyes.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Can't have that.
Sorry.
Oh man.
You belching up that Keystone Light?
Yeah, already, man.
Yeah. Tony's here.
Did somebody say we were ignoring the chat? What's going on there?
Yeah.
Linux,
impossible.
I think.
Linux Mac. I don't know why, because I put his last one on there.
I guess maybe they think we're not acknowledging. We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
That one already. Big Tony's here. By the way, can you send me a copy of? Send you a copy of my book? Okay.
Oh,
send it.
Again,
Ship it.
his memoirs.
Ship it,
so is the memoirs? Is he done with the memoirs?
Last I heard, he was 2011.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I don't know.
Yeah, he had a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Nice smooth deal he got done.
Thank you. You know, I in between movies, I flew to Turkey and I got those hair plugs that everybody be getting.
Wicked.
It's looking good.
Yes.
You got that Max Headroom thing going. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I'm jealous of that. That's making me jealous because you can just drink it easy like that and still have a mask on.
Yeah. Well,
I know, right?
I'm trying to figure something out over here.
That's what I've been doing, Don. Just doing the the sneaky under.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Jason like that with like a straw, just one of those bendy straws.
Yeah.
Just like chilling.
Or like a big like twisty straw. Yeah.
Hey, Josh is here.
Hey, Josh.
Josh. Yeah, he's at 2011 in his memoirs.
Oh, nice.
You're getting there, Big Tony. You'll get there, buddy.
Yeah.
He's going fast.
Yeah.
Going fast.
Day. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there at that time.
That's all we get tonight, Rob? You're not doing the full theme song?
Lady, how dare you interrupt me when I was singing Lady song like that? I had to clear my throat. Now I'm not in the mood now. So.
Oh, okay. It's moments past.
Yeah. Hello, Lady. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, Lady.
I reached out to Lady. I asked her if she had a mask and if she had some tapes. I was gonna sneak her in, but she didn't have either. So I was like, okay.
Okay. Well,
I don't
you're
want to
out.
make you run out and hustle and try to find shit for nothing. Just hang out in the chat, I guess.
Yeah, it's also. I mean, it's not like you can just find a Jason mask in the store this time of year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to inconvenience anybody.
No, if you go into a store and ask for a killer mask this time of year, you're going to end up on a government list.
Probably.
Mhm.
I hope so. At least
Yeah,
you should.
Well, in this day
for
and
sure.
age,
They're looking at you funny, and you're like, "What? I'm doing a stream."
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying, man. Amazon came in clutch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see underneath the Michael Myers mask, he's wearing a Leatherface mask, and underneath that, he's Freddy
How about
Krueger.
a ghost face mask for under the Michael Myers
Yeah, then
mask?
under that,
and under that is Rob Zombie mask.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Jason, what's going on, buddy?
And then under that is a Bob Hope mask.
You are a cool kid, Lady. You are a cool kid. You just don't have it. Like some people just don't have a mask lying around.
That's all right. I mean, like I said, it was just pure luck that I had one because I get one every year because I feel so compelled to buy one.
She has a creature mask.
Well, that's cool though, but I don't know.
Well, it's the hang out of the Jason masks. I didn't think about it.
She could always wear the creature mask and join us and just say that she misunderstood the assignment. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
She didn't get the memo.
That's possible.
Yeah.
They got lost in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
If you want to throw your mask on, Lady, and I'll send you the link. And
oh shit! I lost my hat.
You see the creature from the Black Lagoon?
The Black Lagoon.
Yeah, there.
So
Nice.
maybe I should. I'm thinking about maybe if I had this off already. It's over here. Yeah, it's over here. Should I do this? Boom. Should I leave those on or off? What do you think?
What?
The name is none.
I mean, it is the 13th episode, but at the same time, ladies are trying to get a look at the captain.
That's right.
Well,
they want to know who the Night Owl is. Most people are going to be here they hear the Night Owl and the captain and are like, "What?"
Well, that's what I'm here.
The horror cats. What is a horror cat? I gotta check that out. For me, they're just like, Rob. Who the fuck's Rob? I don't give a shit about him. He's vintage, but maybe I'll get around to checking him out later.
I mean, hell, I'm here for Don. He's wearing 2 masks. So how do you think that makes me feel? Okay.
2. I thought it was Leatherface, Ghostface.
Oh, yeah, 6. He's wearing 6 masks.
6 masks.
I hate saying masks plural. It just doesn't sound right to me. I hate it when there's like an ask sound in the word and then you have to put an S at the end of it. It's like you're not saying it right. You're never going to say it right. It's masks.
I think masks should be like deer.
Yeah,
like
it should
one
be.
or plural.
Yeah,
just
like
you guys wear masks.
You want to take a look at my 14 mask?
Yeah, masks, or maybe like geese. It could be meesk.
One of my masks.
Check out my meesk.
Check out my maskus.
Yeah, check out my mask guy.
Let's go to Damascus. Go to Damascus so we can look at my masks.
That 80s cartoon toy line mask. That wasn't plural, but there was many of them.
Yeah.
The old mask defense in a court of law.
That's right.
Well,
that was
a tank.
Yeah, that was it's like, oh, my Vespa turned into a jetpack.
Okay, we got a pop quiz question here. Best boobies in all the Friday 13th series. Wow,
those are pretty good.
It's kind of like that's like saying like, I mean, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
I never look a gift boob in the eye.
Yeah. And that, I enjoy all boobies as you do, Professor. I know you do.
We don't discriminate around here.
No, boobies
No.
are good. Yeah, boobies are good.
Teen boob.
Yeah.
Professor makes his own
Yeah.
mask.
Well,
And
who
we
was the
know
girl? Who was the girl that just recently passed away? That was from the couple movies in the series.
Tina, man, I'm trying to remember. She just passed away this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? It's from my favorite Jason.
I don't know. I just kind of saw a bunch of posts about it too. I should remember the name, but I don't. Oh well. May
Yeah,
she
I
rest in peace.
But there was someone else too that passed away. And like now I'm blanking on it too. But I know there's at least 2 people that passed away recently that I can't remember of, which is not nice. But
Well, there's a lot of
Gene
names in the world.
and
Yeah, Laura Peck Lincoln.
there you go.
oh, Chester. Yeah.
Big Mike,
Oh, that's never mind. I dyslexia. My fault.
non-carry.
Female Professor X.
Smokes, man. It's kind of hard to see without my reading glasses on.
Yeah.
Even with those on, I can hardly see.
Uh-oh.
So, Captain, I'm kind of interested in to find out what these. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of trying something like that too, Don.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for me.
It's not gonna work. I guess we're gonna have to rough it tonight, fellas.
Put some duct tape on the sides and keep it up.
I'll see. Now you look like Garth when he was being goalie in Wayne's World.
Ah, nice. There you go. There's another mask.
All you gotta do is say car.
Game on.
Game on.
Pope died. That's true. The Pope died.
Yeah,
Too.
Pope
Yeah, the
died.
Pope did
Yeah.
die. Yes,
Yep.
the Pope died.
Park.
Rick Pope.
Parque de Truck.
Rick Pope.
No, the glasses are like funky, boy. Okay, here we go. Come on. Ow. Poked myself in the eye.
So
I was
13th
looking at-
episode, guys. Rob
13th
loses an
episode.
eye.
Lose my eye, and I got to borrow Captain's patch.
Yeah, I was considering wearing an eye patch over the mask because I was like, you know what? I think I might be a little much.
You better without these glasses on.
Yeah, I think people get the point. You know.
Yeah, well, I like it myself, but I mean, whatever. You got to wear it, so. That's why you got to get that laser surgery. Yes, I want to, but my eyes are like, I don't like people or anybody or myself poking myself in the eye. So never mind. Like,
Oh man, yeah, like the whole,
oh, I know I know a bunch of dudes that had it done, man, and they're all like giving it good reviews and stuff. But it's just like I don't know if I can lay there and have them like put things to hold my eyes open and do stuff to my eyes.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's very safe and very advanced nowadays, and there is really not much risk. But as slim as the risk is, there's always that chance that you could be that one statistic that like things go wrong, and
what they created that thing for is basically for what I have. Like when you get older and you're like your focusing starts to get lazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was like made for that. So that's like the first. That's like the bottom level of the operations. That's like actually the cheapest thing is what I have to fix what I got. I know people that had glasses like this thick that had eye surgery and they can see without glasses perfectly now.
Well,
so maybe those people are at risk. But I mean, like for the the basic like operation like for what I have is like apparently it's pretty simple.
Welcome to the Aging and Squeamish Jason show.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to get surgery.
Well, I've told her I can barely even cut a teenager's head off these days. I tell you.
Oh, I tell you, I can. I can just tell it's gonna rain. I can tell it's gonna rain.
Sometimes I'm in the woods and I kiss the girl and I pull a hammy.
My knee is acting up. I can tell it's
I
gonna
walk
rain.
all the time. I feel my arthritis going.
My killing's down to a minimum because people won't come to me.
Oh, I tell you.
So much less pitchforks, so many more harpoon guns.
I say the girl, she starts running. I say, "Oh, oi, don't run. Just come here.
Okay.
You run to me, not from me. Jeez, oh, Pete. Oi, vey."
We're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
I don't know if.
Oh, good man. Our faces aren't revealed.
Knock it off.
Here, check this comment out.
How do I try my best. I do what I can. It's. I'm used to it by now. It's just everywhere I go.
Yeah, I mean, you get
And
mistaken
Tom,
for
I
Demi
forgot
Moore
Seven.
all the time too. So
Yeah.
I
Oh shucks. Oh come on, everybody's interested in this room.
guess we're going to have to put get a wrench after that. You know what I'm saying, Larry?
And
How did Jason use parts? I can't even fucking see it.
he's
Part
missing
7.
one eye, and the
I'm
other
guessing the
one
answer is. I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
answer is very clearly.
very carefully.
Yeah,
You know what? I
port
can do
to
it like this
bad.
one perfectly. There we go.
Yeah.
Now it's nice. How did Jason see in part 7? He was missing one eye, and the other one was rotting away. And now I can see it perfectly. But when
laser
it's
eye
small like that.
surgery.
Yeah,
Rob read that like Gene Rayburn
Yeah.
from the Match Game.
he got that laser eye surgery.
I think
He
he's
wouldn't have laser
probably
eyes.
got something to do with, like, you know, how sometimes when you lose senses, the other senses are raised.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, so he heard
What?
everybody. He didn't see them actually. He just like heard them. It's like
Oh, he's like,
Daredevil.
yeah. I was just
He's
gonna
like
say that.
Daredevil, basically.
He's like Daredevil.
Yeah, he sniffed them out maybe or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody stinks. So you just smell them coming.
He's just walking through the forest like, I can smell the sex in the where are they?
Oh, it's lots very high pH levels.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's always
Yeah.
killing teenagers having sex, so maybe he's like sniffing up on that, you know?
Right, like somewhere's having premarital sex. I can
Yep.
smell it.
Pulling them out in a sleeping bag and whacking them against a tree and shit.
That's right. That's probably one of my favorite deaths in the whole series is that one.
I got that one right here.
Yeah. And it's like
nice.
you don't what, you don't see that every day, do you? Yeah, you don't really see that in many. I've never seen it.
I saw that in the movie in the theater, that one.
Oh, nice.
That is a very interesting kill.
Don't they bring that back in Jason X in the beginning?
But they do the full thing. Like, it's like not just a one whack, because it's like, and then he starts like just on the other person or on the other chick in the sleeping bag, and then finally.
Yeah.
Because originally it was like longer, right? Like, I've seen some like really grainy footage online where like the sleeping bag kill was a little bit longer in 7, but it got cut because of
brutality.
Yeah.
I like the brutality.
So which is y'all's favorite from all the Jason films?
I like 3 and I like 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I like 3. I like 3 very much.
I'm a traditionalist. I like 4 and 6, but I enjoy 3 a lot because I enjoy the whole.
Yeah.
I like them all, like I said, but I think I like 3 and 7 probably. Those are the ones I probably watch the most.
Well, they're all very different than each other, aren't they?
6 and 7.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my favorite is, I mean, it's no secret. I love part 7. But I do, the first one I saw was 6, and 6 I enjoyed that one a lot. And then later on I saw when USA used to do the marathons, that's where I saw a lot of the other ones. Yeah. And that first one, when I first saw that one, I was like, my mind was completely blown. I was like, oh wow, Jason's not even really in this. It's his mom and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is pretty good. And you see Kevin Bacon die, so that's kind of
Yeah.
Like,
dies in a very weird way too. It's a very weird way to die.
Yeah,
through the back of the neck, laying down on the bed, and with an arrow. It's like what's how do you?
I mean, at least at least he got lucky right before, right?
Yeah. I couldn't really chose a better way.
I think it's been mentioned in like in some of the documentaries. In the Bacon kill, you can see the stuntman's hand that holds Bacon down when the thing goes through his throat. Yeah. So it's like a furry hand, which kind of gives away that it's not Pamela.
Well, there's also the one scene when she gets her head lopped off. Spoiler alert, guys. When the hands are going like this, you see the big old furry mitts Like going like this, you know?
Totally,
Yeah.
totally a chick. Totally a chick.
Tom Savini's buddy Stavros.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's Hungarian. That's what it was. Hungarian.
She's Hungarian slash Italian.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Let's say we didn't
We
make
don't
the movie.
discriminate, people.
No, we didn't make the movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
We just started. We weren't even in it technically.
Don't take my word for it. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always liked about the Friday the 13th. It's like I didn't watch him for like the longest time, and like growing up as a kid, Jason of course became a very marketable product. So you just saw Jason and you heard Friday the 13th, and it was Jason's the killer. And like you finally watched the movie, you're like, well, the first one, no, he's not the killer. It's his mother. And then and he doesn't get his hockey mask until the third movie. So it's like all this stuff. There's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Well, never mind. Everybody just assumes like every Friday the 13th is Jason. With
and part
you
5
Jason
is not.
Voorhees, like he didn't even get his hockey mask, what he's famous for, until the third movie.
Like part
So
5 is not. And what's the other one? Isn't like what's the other one?
Four, it's not even him either. It's Roy, right?
Yeah,
because he eats his heart or something. What's the one where the guy eats his heart because he's like compelled to eat it?
Jason goes to hell or something.
Yeah, that's where the slug is like going around into everybody.
Yeah,
that's so weird. That's weird. Like that's so weird with that franchise.
That's in my opinion, that's the worst one. People knock on Manhattan. That's no.
Jason Goes to Hell's your least favorite? I don't know I'd like a spin-off show about like that bounty hunter Jason Trapper guy, the cool sheriff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm all for that.
Yeah. Larry, if you take out the head on your new Pamela Voorhees NECA, you can have a screen-accurate figure.
Well, Professor, I'll tell you one thing. I was thinking about doing that, and the other thing I was thinking about doing too was I have the NES Jason that comes with the dead head, like the Pamela head. So I was thinking about like trying to put that on top of there too.
So well, I was getting to what I was going to say before. Big Lar dropped a video of his of a new figure today, so we got a little clip here. I'm going to play for everybody to take a look at.
Oh, Crip! Play a Crip.
I'm going to play a clip for you. No shit. Here we go.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty wicked.
Yeah. I like the pose at the end.
Yeah.
with his mom. That's very touching.
Yes,
Good Mother's Day card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that meme like a long time ago, and that was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the first thing that came to mind when I was like
Yeah.
doing the posing at the end. I was like, oh, I gotta put that in there.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be great.
yeah. Absolutely, you got to do that. Yep. And it works so well too. They're so posable. You can do that. It's a very compassionate hug for toys. Yeah.
it was. The final chapter in Jason Goes to Manhattan was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like 8. A lot of people don't like 8, but
I don't mind it. It's like it's not obviously it's not the best one. I don't know why people hated X for so long.
that too.
Yeah.
Like that one's
Yeah.
just like straight up campy. He's killing everything. It's great. You know.
It reminded
just
you
his
why.
face.
Yeah, it reminded you why you went to the theater to see those kind of movies, just like this outrageous slasher flick, and Jason X is it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, when he freezes that chick's head, and that's like the best. That's like one of the best. That's like top 3 kills of the Jason series, of the Friday-13 series. Is that one?
Yeah, that leads us into the question right here that Stacy has.
Yeah.
What is the best kill of Jason and Freddy and Michael? My favorite Jason kills are obviously the sleeping bag, and I like the one where I think it was we had like a big long like weed looked like a weed whacker where it had a blade.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
Yeah, when he kills Lomax and 7.
Yeah, the real villain of.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So the day I die, man, he's a real villain of Jason 7.
Yeah. Well, the longer the series goes on, it's like Jason's not really the bad guy, is he? Like he's just kind of, you know, he's almost like
it's like Gran Torino, basically. You know.
Yeah.
In part 5, when Demon's in the outhouse and him and his lady are singing, "Baby, ooh, baby, ooh," that's a good death. Ooh, them damn enchiladas. That's a classic.
The other one that I always thought was pretty cool was the one from 6 when he shoves that chick's face into the Winnebago, and you see her face like you know, and you hear
the side of the window there or whatever, or the mirror.
Yeah, in the mirror, and you just hear like get crushed in. I don't know. I always thought that one was kind of cool.
That whole scene is pretty cool because like once the Winnebago flips and like it slides and everything like that, it goes and then it comes to a halt and it's all like quiet, and then you just see the door bang, like the door flies off and then he comes crawling out, you know.
Mm-hmm. And he's just like standing up there, like, you know, hero pose.
Yeah, he's posing for a minute, you know. In the theater, people are cheering for sure.
Oh yeah.
What about for Freddy?
Well, in my opinion, you can't really beat when he killed the girl in the TV. You know, she's hanging in the TV in the hospital, like.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one, man.
I don't know, or when he kills Johnny Depp and like it's just like this cascading geyser of blood coming out of the bed.
Actually, you know what? All Freddy's kills are pretty cool. Be honest with you.
They're very inventive.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Yeah,
I think Michael Myers is probably the least inventive.
Yeah, he kind of is. I was just thinking that. Like, I'm kind of having a hard time thinking of which ones I sort of like of him because they're
the one that I like. And it's because it's kind of funny. It's the one from Curse of Michael Myers when he shoves the dad into like the power box, and like you just see him like you know, like convulsing, and then the head just blows up. I saw it in the theater, and I was with my buddy, and I turned to him when that happened. I was like, "New England clam chowder." He busted out laughing, and he's like, "Is that the red or the white?" And I was like, "Well, red, clearly."
Yeah, that's red. That's red, all right. Yeah.
I don't know. That one sticks out to me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like any kill that he has that's other than just sticking someone with a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
I will say though, in the I guess the Gordon Green trilogy or whatever, I mean, there were some pretty brutal ones there. It puts that one kid on the fence post or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
What's Ginger saying here?
The Evil Dead Jason, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I love the beginning to that film. Like that whole opening scene. You know, that whole opening scene is great. But I don't know, man. It's just I watched it like not too long ago. Probably not too long ago, but it was like a year and a half maybe, and I was like, man, this is bad.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Zach Jason.
From the town that dreaded sundown on a Friday, the 13th.
Yeah, Sack Jason from the second one. I actually kind of think that's sort of more visually terrifying than the actual hockey mask version of Jason. Just because there's just something about it, something about just wearing a burlap sack on your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're different, but kind of the same. And with like a hockey mask, like, especially this kind of style hockey mask is pretty chilling too.
Mhm.
Like a bag, obviously a sack on your head, especially when they tie it with a rope around it.
Oh yeah. There's something about that.
Yeah, because it reminds you of like backwoods and stuff like that, and like
Yeah. Well, there's that chainsaw goon in Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah,
that scared the shit out of me when I was playing that game.
No, but then you got like little Sam from Trick or Treat, who's like, "Oh man, come here, little guy," you know.
Yeah. I'm drop kicking them across the field. If I ever see somebody like that, they're gone. I don't care how old they are. They're gone.
Manhattan is the worst.
I'm not saying it's a masterpiece. I'm not saying that at all.
Oh, you mean Jason takes a ferry ride?
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's basically what it is. And how it's connected to Crystal Lake.
It's funny too because it's almost like two movies. It's almost like two different movies. No, he's like he's doing his thing on a boat, and then he's doing his thing in a city.
Well, it's like the thing is, it's because it cost too much to get a permit to film in New York, so they just kind of winged it, and we're like, okay, we'll do like 5 minutes of the film in New York. The rest of it's going to be on a ferry boat.
Yeah, and in Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Casey?
Hello.
Oh, good. They're showing love for a figure from the second best 13th film.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite, Casey?
Oh, very cute. Yes. What is your favorite?
Yeah.
She found a mask.
Oh man.
well, come on in.
Well, let me see what I can do here, lady. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can get a comment going before what does it say? Freddy, the motorbike kill.
I'll say the most disgusting for me for Freddy was the cockroach thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
oh my
so
god.
hard to take. Yeah. Or the girl that was the heroin addict, and like he had like his hands were like all needles, and she had like these sucking mouths on her arm. That's really hard to take. Those are gross movies.
Nasty.
Mm.
3 is probably still my favorite, of course, for the Freddy films.
Oh yeah. I think that's
the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Well, I think a lot of the references in popular culture as far as Freddy Krueger goes are from part 3 of that series. Like that's just sort of I think that became like the most pop culture friendly version of that. You know, that's what everything really comes from that movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in the first one, you don't really even see him. And then the second one, kind of the same. But like the third one is when he really became sort of a product.
Yeah.
Like, Freddy Krueger is marketable asset.
Mm-hmm.
For the kids.
Yeah, it's for the kids. Right.
Something I want to see is a slasher movie where a hot, sexy goth chick with big boobies lures men by flashing her titties, then kills them. But that would also give me nightmares for years.
She kills them with her titties. That would be the gimmick there. They're like two
or they're
tremor.
They're too heavy that they like bash the head in. And...
Well, I was thinking like she flashes them and there's like two of the tremor monsters like and eats them.
The graboids.
Yeah,
And then
they're-
you have like blades on them.
Graboid boobs.
yeah, graboid boobs. Yeah, graboid boobs.
Or maybe they have blades, or like they're sharpened to a point and you get stabbed in the eyes with them or something.
Yeah,
The,
I mean, I think
nipples, the nipples are sharp and
you know.
Or like like instead of breast milk, there's like acid that comes out and burns you. Ah!
See, I think we're brainstorming here, fellas. We
Yeah.
need to write this down and
Professor.
This is
Yeah.
how good shit happens.
yeah,
Mhm.
let's sell this idea to New Line Cinema.
Professor, you're in the chat, so I'll be
Yeah.
expecting a trailer for this soon.
Jeez, Captain, feed into my nightmares. Why don't you?
Hey, man, I mean, don't blame me. Don't blame me. You know. Mm.
So, Cap, I'm curious as to
Okay.
what are these horror tapes that you brought with you today that you may or may not have a connection with.
Well, I'll show you the ones I do have a connection with first.
Okay,
If I might,
that
if I
sounds
may.
like a plan.
Yeah, if you follow me at all, you know one of my most favorite horror movies of all time. Which is, it's a very short list because I'm not really that into horror as much, but there are some that I really do dig. One of them is, the original right here, man. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, great film, just a great film.
One. How do I do this?
Okay.
Hold on. How do
We're
I
doing good here. We're doing good here, folks, aren't we?
I'm trying to figure out how to put you first. I mean,
We don't have to. I think people get the gist. They can really see it.
all right, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, and this particular VHS is special because my brother got this for me like Christmas of like '98, I think. Like this is one of the first VHS that became part of the collection. So this one I'm never parting with. Just
Nice.
like my favorite horror movie of all time, man. It's scary without really having a lot of gore in it.
Yeah,
it's
like
just great.
the old style was,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that the mallet kill. That's probably.
Oh yeah, I still jump.
Oh, there she is. I didn't even see her there. Sorry,
You
lady.
did not, man.
Lady. No, she's in the basement. She's in the moist basement.
Yeah, you got to get out the basement. At least you had a proper mask for the basement. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What's up, guys?
Hi, lady.
I have a mask too, not like yours though. More for a French fetish thing. Okay.
Ooh, that's intriguing. Yes.
Naughty.
Oh,
Naughty.
Machine gun jubblies.
sacre bleu. Mon Dieu.
Oh, man.
Lady, thanks for joining us in your
Yeah.
official mask.
Thanks
This is
for
good.
having me. I can't
Sure.
breathe.
Yeah, that's the downfall of masks.
I'm
It
sure
reminds
Larry's
you of-
pretty happy. Larry loves that creature from the Black Lagoon, eh, Larry?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Larry's a big creature fan, probably one of the biggest I know. Like a lot of people don't really. I think the creature's a very undersold, underplayed monster. He's one of the greatest.
True.
What are you doing, Rob? What is happening?
Trying to figure this shit out.
Ah,
This
like
is what I
that
want to do. Bang, there.
Oh, there we go. Look at
That's what I'm
there.
looking for.
Yeah.
Wicked mask. Look at the lips on it, eh?
yeah, that's a good mask.
Ah.
Is that Angelina
Look at
Jolie?
Kiss.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna adopt 5 kids.
Wait, never mind. Here we go.
5 frogs.
Lamonia.
Lagunia.
Lamonia. Wearing scary masks.
Yes, it is our 13th episode of Tape Talk, so we decided to have some special guests and wear Jason mask. And Lady doesn't have one. And she just
This is the
has a
best you can
mask.
do, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine with us. It doesn't really matter.
At least it's horror related.
It's true.
Yeah,
The creature's always welcome here.
it works.
Yeah.
It's not my show, but I'm just saying the creature's always welcome.
In general. Yeah.
It's fine, Larry. You got a wrench, man. You're you're in charge too. So
Yeah. I can't imagine how hot that mask is, Lady.
Yeah. If I pass out, just call the ambulance for me. Thank you.
Oh man,
It's like we don't know her address, but she's in peril.
Somewhere
Yes.
in New Jersey.
Somewhere in New Jersey,
Yes.
someone is wearing a creature from the Black Lagoon mask, and they need help.
She's
Yeah.
suffocating. Hurry up.
We need a triage.
Oh man.
Yeah, Cap, do you have that on VHS?
I did, but I sold it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had of course the Universal Monsters Classic Collection, like the '91 version, like that's that famous VHS collection
Right.
from Universal MCA Home Video. I had it, and look, Larry has it. I knew he would have it.
There you go. Let's take a look at Larry. Hold on, let me see. I'll get you up here,
Yeah.
Larry. Let me fix
That
this
one's
up.
actually like that one's a.
Where is it? Okay, he's there. Come on.
It's the creature.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was
awesome.
actually-
I have a couple Hammer ones and some older ones, but I don't think I have the creature. I didn't see it, so I would say no.
Yeah,
The creature's that one's actually kind of hard to find. That one. That one's a really sought after one. Everybody loves the creature.
Yeah, you would think it would be like, hard, yeah, like you said, it is harder to find. I mean, but I don't know. I came across it and I was like, I just had I had to have it.
Yeah. Hey, Crusher.
Russia.
Let's go down, Crusher.
Just I guess it's because like Dracula stuff and Frankenstein's monster stuff, it really gets all the glam from that film, like the Universal films.
Mhm.
But I mean, like I guess it's just because the creature is just such a, it's almost like he's like I always compared him to Boo Berry, like Boo Berry. That he always had like Frankenberry and Count Chocula, but there was always Boo Berry that there was never any commercials for that I saw, and no one ever had Boo Berry, but Boo Berry was always there in the background. That's the same with the creature. So,
And oddly enough, that's my favorite of the cereals.
see, there you go.
Yeah, the Blueberry was the best.
Yeah.
I like me an underdog,
Yeah, I don't mean to compare the creature of the Black Lagoon to Boo Berry, but that's really the best we've got right now. So
two different colors.
yeah.
No, it's not exactly Halloween costume night.
No, Crusher, these are Halloween costumes. This is our life. We live this way.
This is our 13th episode, Crusher.
Yeah.
So we decided to theme it up a bit.
Yeah. And Lady, that's the only mask we had, and she wanted to join, and we wanted to have her on the show. So we said, "Come on, let's do it." We don't have a Jason.
I'm hoping she doesn't pass out from
heat exhaustion.
asphyxiation.
We're just taking like quick shots of air.
Yeah. Whenever you need to hop off, Lady, don't feel bad about letting us know. You don't have to.
Yeah, don't pass out on our account.
Yeah, you don't have to take it longer than you want to.
You can also just take the mask off and breathe for regular air, like straight to your lungs for a bit.
The captain hitting us with the double entendres. I like it.
Oh, jeez. Come on now.
You can
Oh,
pop up
man.
if you need to. Just let us know if you can't take it.
Just let us know. We have to have a safe word. A safe word.
Pineapple cake.
Yeah.
The safe word is whiskey.
Yep.
Whiskey.
But Bananarama.
That's what my friends call me, Whiskers.
Yeah.
My friends call me Whiskers. Casey Jones.
2 for 1 sale, pal.
Oh, boy. Wearing masks are great for the skin.
That's
Like
true.
wearing a sauna on your head.
I am so. My face is so greasy right now. Just like this.
My poor.
Plus, I've been burping in my mask all night, so it smells like
I could imagine.
It just smells like a burning dumpster.
Smells like hot garbage.
Yeah, just I
Oh,
can't.
man.
Why is it so chemically? I don't understand. Like it's like a paper mill got set on fire in my face.
Smells like 9 cans of shark shit.
Yeah. Well,
Oh man.
I get you.
yeah. Well, that's why like all the killers that wear masks. That's why they're so grumpy because masks are just really uncomfortable and
they're self-conscious, obviously, because they're wearing the mask, and then
Yeah.
after that, they're just so uncomfortable that it's like, oh, I got to take it out on somebody.
Yeah, everybody's gonna die. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna die.
It's got to be something like that because I mean, if you're already resorting to killing people, then you don't, you don't really give a shit. So why are you wearing a mask? Because you shouldn't really give a shit. But
Well, I guess it's because
Right.
Jason Voorhees,
Yeah.
well, he was a bit dumpy, wasn't he? Like it was, he wasn't that
no, but
wasn't that,
Jason had a reason to wear a mask because he wasn't exactly the most handsomest dude on the block. So
oh, I thought he was. I
He's
thought
an acquired taste.
he was
He's a
handsome in
tall
here.
gentleman.
Yeah, he was tall.
I
Sex
mean,
symbol.
yeah, he had
Tall,
some
silent
size to him.
type.
Yeah,
Yeah, very popular.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a woodsman, clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
He was no Rocky Dennis. I'll give you that.
I'll tell you that much. Not a strong swimmer though. That's gonna hurt him. Yeah, that's gonna take points off.
Well,
mean,
I don't
we
know.
all
Is he a strong swimmer or not? I mean, the guy hung underwater for like a super long time and then he came back. It's like
Well, the thing is, that's how he died. He
that's like
drowned.
holding your breath for a while, buddy.
You know. Yeah. You know what, Rob? I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more sensitive, okay?
Okay, sorry. I just pray Lay doesn't have a goosebumps, the haunted mask moment, and that mask sticks to her forever.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna be
man.
awful.
She'd be like
Or like-
scissors cutting that thing off.
You know something, Professor? I hope that doesn't happen as well.
Like Halloween 3, and she just becomes like a monster. I mean,
Oh yeah, you can see all the bugs and stuff start crawling out of
yeah.
her.
I hope not. Yeah.
Oh, that is so disturbing, man. When you're young and you watch that.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was gruesome.
It always remind me of remember that band Yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
They had a video, the Move Yourself or whatever. Like, or was that video or no? It wasn't. Anyways, one of those videos were like all snakes and stuff. It was like snakes and bugs and shit, and it was like super spooky. Fucking TV.
It's like Temple of Doom when they had all those, like when they're in that pit.
Oh yeah.
You got all the bugs and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah, the cavern, the hallway where they're trying to
when she's got to save them, like
yeah, when she got to put her hand in the thing, and then she's
Yeah.
like,
all those crazy praying mantis and things touching her.
that movie is the worst. That is like just so creepy. It is so.
Of a lonely heart.
Yeah, that's golden earring. That's not Yes,
I don't know if
Rob.
it's that song, but there's one of those songs, anyways, where I'm pretty sure the band is Yes, the video, but it's like all crazy snakes and bugs and like millipedes and centipedes and shit.
Huh.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, you gotta see it. It's like an '80s video or something. I'm gonna look it up now. I don't have my glasses on, so it'll take me forever.
Yep. Yeah, you can use Don's glasses.
Yeah, no, I got glasses here. I just can't get them over the mask. So.
Well, that would have been great, Don, if Rob like grabbed a pair of glasses when you did that. That would have been awesome, but he didn't.
I think it brought Beetlejuice to my, made me think about that when he's like, when he's trying to look at through the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because they don't, because I can't put them close enough to my eyes. I can't really. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
I can see now.
Okay, I'm officially tapping out. I'm gonna die. So,
We're sorry, lady.
okay, it's nobody's fault. But thanks for having me on for a bit, and I'll be in chat.
Yes, thanks for coming by and showing us the mask.
Get some air. Get some air.
Yeah, get some air.
Special appearance by a creature from Black Lagoon. I like it.
Yep. Thanks, lady.
Thanks, lady.
She hung in there as long as you could. That looked like a very uncomfortable mask too. That looked really, really bad.
This mask I have on is uncomfortable. I can imagine that one.
Yes, same here. I've been burping through my eyes the whole night, just because it's like just so much pressure. I don't know, but no place else for it to go. And Don, of course, Don's wearing two masks. Or did you take your other mask off, Don?
I had to take Michael off. I felt like my face getting thinner and thinner. Like it was eventually.
Yeah, still going. I'm going.
It was like in that movie, Jim Carrey, where it's like sucking on his face.
Yeah, yeah.
What's happening, Mr. Bones?
Hello, Mr. Bones. Thank you for coming by, Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones is here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when like it's not the most comfortable thing to be doing, hanging out here with a mask on the whole time, trying to drink a beer.
Hmm.
But we do it for show business, because
Do it
Well,
for
we don't do
you.
it for the views. We don't do it for
For
the views.
show
That's-
business.
we do it for the show, because
Yeah.
the show must go on. And
So Don, how you been, buddy? Let's hear from Don. We haven't really heard from Don much this show. It's just been us.
Same old, same old. You chase the teenagers in the cabin. You drown in the lake. You get
Oh,
electrocuted. You come back.
don't
What can I say?
don't get
Um,
sticky on us. Don't do shtick. We want to know how you're doing. We haven't talked to you for a long time. Don't be sticky.
and I traditionally my show is broadcast from Wisconsin. I now live in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, my rather than the giant room of VHS and DVD and everything that I have behind me, most of it is underneath my bed. That's why I'm like quietly trying to dig out boxes underneath me and see what we got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It's a mystery because they're out of order. You never can tell when it's going to pull up Playmate of the Apes.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
wow.
Yeah.
What a take.
Or the Ewok Adventure. These things
Yeah.
they
Nice.
really should have been organized.
Yeah, but it's still cool
you'll
to see.
Well,
You'll get
Harry, Ewoks, apes,
Yeah. Yeah.
makes sense
lot
to
of
me.
watching media. Well, that's the filing. I go by manscaping and grooming, personal grooming.
I file that under H for huge bush.
Oh,
There you go, Captain. There, I don't know. I think Captain had a few drinks.
But other than that, I'm a new father. I have a 6-month-old in the other room making a bunch of noise.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
as children do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're known to.
Yeah.
Although the baby is a horror movie fan, which is fun already.
whether it
nice.
likes it or not.
She wakes up and she looks over at the TV and she sees what I'm watching and she never starts crying. She just sort of sits there thoughtfully trying to figure it out. What do we got going on here?
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
That's always cool.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, you'll get everything organized in time. That takes a lot of time to get all that stuff back together.
I know. Do I file sorority babes and the Slimeball Bowl of Rama under bowling or under babes? Is it a sports movie?
That's a nice tape, man. I like that tape. I don't have
That's
that tape.
great, man. You got
That's
some good
classic.
stuff. You got some good stuff there.
Would you mind
Nice.
would you mind telling me what your exact location is?
Yeah.
And when you're not in the house.
Not for any reason at all. I'm just curious.
Just sheer curiosity.
Or under full moon.
Under full moon.
Ooh.
You, Professor.
Congrats on the new gremlin.
Indeed.
Little Mia.
I just threw
Little Mia.
a bunch of tapes across the counter here. You can see for them as you want. You see this Halloween here? It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, that's actually catching my
Oh,
eye.
the gear.
hold on, let me do this shit here. Let me do this here. Let me do this shit. Okay.
Huh.
You see, it's like his mask, and then it's like the pumpkin.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah. That's cool. What year is that, Rob?
It's not super old. It's like 90 something.
That's got to be like a 90s re-release for Halloween time or something.
99.
99 exactly.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I have another one that's earlier than that down in there, but I figure I'd bring this one out because it's the cover. And then there's that. I got that big box Wizard
Oh,
big
the
box,
big box.
1985. I Spit on Your Grave, man.
Yeah, that's with me modeling there. That's me.
Yeah,
That's
with
me.
Captain Adam on the front cover.
Yep. It's Demi Moore right there. That's
A
me.
young Captain Adam.
Yep.
I got a couple of my Orgy of the Dead.
Is that a Night of the Living Dead as well?
Night of the Living Dead here, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the 1,000 VHS distributions of that film.
Yes, I got like 2-3 more of them down there. I just figured this is one of the nice ones I pulled out. Then I got the original, The Fly with Vincent Price.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
They Crawl, and Frogs.
Yeah. Frogs, the movie that's not really about frogs. Have you seen Frogs? It's like about everything else but frogs.
Yeah, I remember because I remember you talking about that
Yeah.
for some other reason, and I was like, and then
Yeah.
I watched it. And I'm like, he's correct.
Yeah, it's my the Conquest of Killer Animal or the Kingdom of Killer Animal movies adventure I did where I talk about killer animal movies. And the movie called Frogs, which you think was about killer frogs, which it sort of is, but maybe 7% about killer frogs. But there's also killer snakes and killer butterflies and killer everything else. Like there's a whole bunch of animals.
Is
He's
that
got
Ben
10.
Hur?
Yeah.
No, killer rats, Ben.
Yeah, killer rats.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on. I just saw Ben. I was like, "Whoa, Ben Hur's a horror movie."
Yeah, Ben Hur. That's a horror movie. Yep.
You remember this one from the video store, Don? Future Kill.
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah,
cover, man. This tape, like this is one of those ones, just like Ghost Town, that I remember like
Yeah.
the stand out on. I see on the shelves, and like I was like, I gotta watch
Yeah.
that one.
You'd be a kid and you'd like walk by and you see all this crazy cover art, and it was almost
Yep.
like scary, intimidating, but you kind of wanted to look at it and check it out. It's pretty. That's one of those that fell in that category.
That's definitely that's like a really fond memory. I think a lot of us have was going to video stores, looking at the horror section. Usually, it wasn't it wasn't on purpose. It was usually by accident. You saw this stuff, just you were like walking by, you're like, oh my god, look at this. And like
Yeah.
you had to keep looking, but you were also scared. It was great. I remember just seeing that. And there's a lot of tapes that really stand out. That I Spit on Your Grave really stands out because of that nice buttocks,
Yeah.
which is mine apparently. Demi Moore.
I remember. I remember feeling the same way that you just described about the adult section when I was young.
Oh, listen to you.
Because I wanted to look, but I was also scared. I was like, I didn't want. They're very graphic. Like my adult section, the big boxes that I have are very, very graphic.
Oh, it's body parts.
You look through the beaded curtains. Kind of.
Oh yeah, pictures of body parts I didn't know existed at the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
What am I looking?
Scared to find out too much about life.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Teeth. Yeah, it's. Have you seen that movie? Anybody? Have you seen Teeth?
It's been a while, but
oh man,
Vagina dentata.
Yeah. Jeez, oh Pete.
Would that be a teeth foo or Gina foo?
That's a pretty good. It's a pretty cool title, though. Like just Teeth. You don't know nothing about the movie. It's called Teeth.
Yeah, once you watch it, you figure out right away what it's about. There's no going back. No going back.
Yeah, I was surprised. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lar.
No, I was surprised when I was like looking through my more recent, not recent stuff, but stuff that was like close by. I was like, man, like most of my stuff is like in storage. I mean, I have some stuff like I was like out of all the stuff I had, like I had like From Dusk Till Dawn, And I was like, well, that was like I was looking for my John Carpenter's vampires, and I was just like, where's it at?
Day says that Teeth is based on a true story.
Oh, sorry, Larry. Don't interrupt, Larry.
Sorry, Larry. I just had to put it up. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn, I think I got one. I got From Dusk Till Dawn. I got a part 2. I might have part 3 on tape.
I haven't seen part 3. I've only seen part 2.
Yeah, Larry. From Dusk Till Dawn. If I could interrupt for a second before we switch topics, that was like the first horror movie I saw in the theater when it first came out. I saw it at Longmeadow Theater. I always talk about Longmeadow Theater, the 75-cent theater. I saw it on like a third run. That was like the first horror movie I saw in a theater, and I thought I felt pretty big about that.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway,
I don't remember the first one I saw in the theater. I want to say it was probably either Predator or Predator 2. That I can remember. All the other horror movies I saw were mostly like at my cousin's house or somebody's house. But actual like horror movie, I would probably say I think it was either Predator or Predator 2. I know I saw Predator 2 in the theater. I can't remember if I saw the first one in the theater.
I'm trying to think.
And that's because my uncle, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go watch this movie." I'm like, "Okay." And then I saw it was Predator 2, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I love Predator." And I was like, "Wow, I probably should not be watching this right now."
No, It's a different angle than the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don, what were you going to? I'm sorry.
I was trying to think. I think well, the first horror I went to as a kid, my parents took me when I was way too young to see The Dead Zone with them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Nice.
I was a child, and I remember several times being told to cover my eyes in the theater. And I saw Jaws 3D in the theater. Does that count as a horror movie? I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
awful,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
and I remember loving Freddy after that first one, and my parents took me to see Freddy 2. It was like a family event. All three of us just sitting there in the theater watching this weird gay subtext,
Yeah. Well,
Freddy movie.
yeah. Yeah.
Why are they at an S&M club, Daddy?
Because, son, that's life.
The fact that you knew it was an S&M club is interesting, Don.
Yeah.
Well, I had seen Police Academy. I was familiar with the Blue Oyster.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Okay.
I can't remember what the first horror I saw in the theater. I mean, I know I saw at least 2 Friday 13th in the theater. I think I saw Freddy's Dead or something in the theater, the 3D one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that one in the theater.
But I saw Candyman in the theater, but that's obviously not the first one. Wow, shit! I didn't think of that. I'm gonna have to think about that for a bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Probably-
As a kid, when you'd go to the theater, you couldn't really tell your parents you're going to see whatever, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 or something. So you'd usually end up going to see Goonies and Monster Squad and more kid-appropriate stuff.
Yeah.
But the VHS, you know what I mean? Can we get this one horror and mix it in with our stack of 3 we're going to get? And then
Yeah.
everybody goes to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Well, that's why like horror movies, I guess a lot of movies, their second life was on home videos, where like most of their success comes from is from rentals.
Yeah.
well, yeah, because people could watch them as they're at their leisure from a safe space like their home and feel like watching them. Like.
And plus, it's a scenario like Don had said, where it's like kids just kind of snuck them in to other rentals. They were just being rented.
Well, yeah, for sure, because it's definitely one of well, probably the only way. Otherwise, what are you sneaking in the theater as a young kid? You got to sneak in the theater, or you got to watch it on tape.
I just you have like your friend on your shoulder, and you're wearing like this big trench coat, and like, oh, one please.
What we used to do is we'd pay for a movie and go in the theater and watch the movie, and then as we're walking out, we'd sneak into the other movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. We're on here with a criminal.
But I think it's
I think
it's probably like
during the
Friday
stream.
13th 6. I think it's a 6. I saw 6 and 7 in the theater, so it's probably 6. That's the earliest one I can think of at the moment. So I'm gonna go with 6.
I just realized that I'm a liar.
Oh,
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 we're on.
It
Wait,
wasn't,
we're on here.
My friend.
it
I
wasn't
mean,
Predator. It wasn't Predator 2. It was They Live. If you want to count it as a horror, more sci-fi. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Is that more sci-fi than it is horror? I don't know.
That's pretty awesome, though. Seeing They Live in the theater, because I wish I would have saw that in the theater. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I would have liked
It
to
was
seen that in the
it
theater.
was the same uncle. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, wait, I saw They Live before Predator 2, so
Yeah.
and then I was like, just to make sure, I was like, yeah, that's right, it did come out before. So yeah, my uncle took me to see that one. He took me to see Alien Nation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Andy Tinkin, God love him.
Hey, but you know who's in?
Well,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
hold on. Yeah, before you say anything.
Yeah.
Rob.
We're sorry, Rob.
What?
But you know who's in Alien Nation?
Who? Oh, don't say it.
Okay,
I know
that's
already
fine.
what you're about to say.
I won't say it. I won't say it then.
Go ahead and say it.
I won't James Conner. I mean, I won't say it.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah,
I mean, I have something here that'll trigger the captain. So.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Oh, Cher. Oh, it's a horror movie in itself.
Let's see.
Oh,
Hold on. There we go.
oh my God.
There we go.
If people think that's a comedy, it's a horror because Cher's in it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Captain has a Captain has a different screenplay for every Cher movie, and it's the exact same movie without Cher in it.
yeah, exactly. Like you could do anything you want it without Cher. Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'm going to throw this out there, and that you guys let it bounce off you guys, and you throw it back to me. We've already done over an hour with the mask on. You want to scrap the masks or what?
God, yes.
What mask?
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Oh,
Who's gonna be first?
Woo.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not the first one.
It's quite moist in here.
oh,
Jesus.
oh.
Yes.
It feels like
Oh,
I should
my
be
God.
like I should be looking through my candy now. Like I dump out my
Right?
candy on the table from trick or
The
treating
inside
all
of my
night.
mask is wet.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, what is that? Why is it slimy?
Oh,
Mm, mm.
mine's dripping something.
Oh, it
Oh,
smells like
Yeah.
vinegar.
oh,
Oh,
it smells like Bigfoot's dick.
it's like it's like crab fries. Oh, okay.
Smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food.
Taste reveal. Dun dun dun.
It was me, Austin. It was me the whole time.
It was Captain the whole time. Well, I can stop drinking
Oh
my beer
man.
with a straw now. That's good.
Yeah.
I know,
had
right?
enough of
That was
that
the other
gag.
thing. I was just like, I can actually see now because I got my glasses on. Before I was just like, okay, that looks like Don and that looks like Rob. This
It's
could
nice
be
because
recording.
it really didn't impede our voices as much as I thought it would. At first it was Don because Don had like a dozen masks going at the same time. I really couldn't hear him all that well, but everything else was okay. So that's good stuff. But you know what, guys? I got to get another beer, so I'm going to clock out for a minute here. Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
clock out. We'll get that beer and take a leak off the side of the ship, and we'll be here. All
Yeah.
right.
I will check in.
Going off the side of the ship.
Doesn't that feel great? It does feel great, Lady. Thanks for asking, and I know you know how it feels because you're like,
Wow,
Your
Don,
fa-
you're really sweating there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
well, yeah,
Well,
you had
it's
his whole
Florida.
head covered.
And then for the sound, I had to turn the air conditioning off. So I'm in the extra room with no air conditioning on. It's 90 degrees out. I'm wearing 2 masks. So that's what I mean. I lost probably 5 pounds doing this episode. I'm cool with
That's
it.
what I was like. We can cut. We did an hour with it. Let's breathe again.
Yeah.
Now I can actually see without being like,
Same here. I was reading comments like this. What a trooper! Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Let's see what else I got there. It's a surprise grab bag of digging through these boxes underneath me to see.
That's what we like, man. We like that. We never know what's showing up.
I have one VHS copy of Friday the 13th one. Everything else I have on disc of either Blu-ray or DVD. So just trying to find that one as I dig through here. I mean, there's some truly scary stuff in here. The Gus Van Sant remake of Psycho. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's terrifying.
that's pretty bad.
I got Nightmare on Elm Street number 1 right here.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I got all the way up to 5 in the Revenge and all that stuff down in the drawer down there, but the number
Found,
1's pretty close.
And Maximum Overdrive is pretty solid too.
Found 2
Oh, nice.
Universal monsters.
That's a good one.
Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, or a regular Frankenstein there.
Hold on. Let's pop you up there. I want to see this. There we go.
Nice.
Look at them sun faded like they're supposed to be.
That Dracula is so cool. Right? The cover of that Dracula is badass, man. That is nice as hell.
I'll see you and I'll.
Oh,
what does they got? Oh, yeah. That collection, whenever I would see them when they reran those and they all had the matching covers and everything, Target used to have them and I would stare at them. It was like $8.99 a piece. I could get them all for like $70.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like, oh, nice, you got those, man. I got the newer, quote unquote, newer releases of those.
I got
the better cleaned up, digitally remastered, better sound, all that.
I got these ones here.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got what's that? The Frank Langella one or whatever. Nice.
I always like that cover, that Dracula cover, that blue and with the yellow with the. I like that one.
The Horror of Dracula.
Oh, nice.
And then I also got Love at First Bite.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Saw
wow.
that in the theater. Does that count as horror?
Oh yeah, for sure. And then the Frankenstein, I got this Frankenstein here. What is this? I got a Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, nice.
And then I got this old Frankenstein here.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that cover's awesome.
And then I got Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I got that old Frankenstein. I got that young Frankenstein.
I got that Young Frankenstein. Okay, let's get
I
back
like
to
it.
Frankenstein.
Cap's taking a piss.
Show your hand, Cap.
Yeah, there's a lot of different versions, man.
That's what I was looking at. This Dracula that I have is so old. Look at the font they chose for Dracula, like some sort of Easter egg kind of thing.
Yeah, like that's like that 70s, like
Yeah,
like even the front like looks like I was like, is that in Turkey or something? Or
yeah, exactly. All faded out from years of being in the
I like
sun.
that
and the
Dracula,
videos
man. That's a nice tape. I like the way the cover that looks.
yeah, the cover looks really nice.
the faded out.
This one's pretty cool too, but that one's nicer.
That Love at First Bite that you had, that one's one of the most subtle jokes in vampire history. They got the tannest man on earth to play a vampire.
Right.
That's kind of awesome.
There's nothing pale about this dude.
It's like,
Oh,
well, I mean, I guess it's spray tan, right?
he can't go out in the sun. Oh, wait.
That's actually hilarious, man. You know, like if you think about it, and these funny little jokes like that, you don't really think about at first.
Yeah, as a kid, I never realized it. I was just like, oh, they make sort of a wacky romance thing with Dracula, and then later on, you look back and you're like, George Hamilton's the tannest man on earth. How's that know?
There's nobody else who spent more time in the sun than that guy. And he played Dracula.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ricardo Montalban.
NWO Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
That's he's leather tan.
Yeah.
I got a belt that color.
Yeah,
He looked almost like a different ethnicity. He didn't even look like Caucasian anymore.
Hulk Hogan's beach stop about 3 miles away from where I'm at. So
wow!
middle of a field trip, brother.
What else I got around? I got Watchers. You know the Watchers with Corey Haim.
Oh yeah. Isn't that what Dean Koontz?
Oh, I remember the cover. I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. This one.
Is that the one with the dog?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got like a pet German Shepherd or something.
Yeah, actually, in the show right now, I'll pop it up for you.
Oh, look at him.
Let me pop this up for you. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Lucas got a dog.
You got a doggy with him in there.
Lucas too.
Looks like a golden retriever, kind of hound or something. Yeah, I think it's a golden retriever.
That's one that looks scary, and then it's all about like a dog that escaped from like a scientific research place or something. It's not particularly. It's more of a thriller.
Yeah, it's more of a thriller. It's not really horror, but
it's like a prequel to Man's Best Friend.
Yeah,
or a sequel to Monkey Shines,
or it's a prequel to Uninvited.
That.
There you go. Didn't Keanu Reeves do a horror movie called Watchers or something?
The Watcher? Yeah, I think he's like a serial killer strangler guy, maybe.
I thought so.
Yeah, very one of his lesser known ones. Mid-90s, I think, maybe early thousands.
Yeah, I think I've seen it once. I don't even know if I watched it all.
It was in his oh god, what's the one about the nuclear explosion with
Chain Reaction or something like that?
Chain Reaction, yeah. In that stretch, Keanu wasn't really killing it, Johnny Mnemonic was probably his biggest movie, and then after the Matrix hit, then he was John Wick and all that. So
well, Mnemonic was his biggest movie, but it also like flopped hard too, didn't it?
Yo, for sure. Yeah, it became like the punchline for a long time. Like, oh, Johnny Mnemonic. But really, it's an interesting, noir, cyber noir, whatever you want to call it, cyberpunk thriller kind of thing.
Yeah, it took time for people to like get into it and appreciate it. Like, I love that movie.
Yeah, a lot of those from that era found an audience on home video. Things like Tank Girl and other stuff like that. They flopped at the theater, but by the time they got out into people could rent them and watch them over and over. Cable,
What's happening, Echo?
Hello and good night. Good night, Echo. Glad to see you. Take it easy. Be safe. Wear protection.
The Watcher wasn't good. I've seen that shit on big screen.
It's what
Happy
you
Friday,
call it.
London.
No. Yeah, it's more of a kind of just a creepy thriller. I remember what was it? Judd Nelson did what's it called? Relentless or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like a same type of deal. He plays a killer. And it's like, why is the guy from the Breakfast Club a serial killer now? What happened? He fell on hard times.
I actually have that on tape.
Well, I mean, that's
I
what
have a
happens
Saw
cut
it
of
in the theater.
when you drop paint in the garage. Do I stutter?
it.
Mhm. Can I eat? I don't know. Can you?
Oh, there's another captain? There's another captain. Holy shit.
Yeah. We're two captains deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, multiverse.
Ooh.
What if I go up here and I just do this for now? There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I was
Yeah, I'm
going to
getting the
say,
hang of
Cap,
this shit.
I did bring this one because I thought you might appreciate this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Oh, Vampire Hunter D. Nice.
is that
Yes,
the
we
one
did
that
have
has the
This
that has
one
like
I
the no
scored, yeah.
kid like
What do you got there?
no
What's
kid
that?
The what?
sticker on it?
What do you got there, Lar?
Oh, Vampire Hunter D. This is
Oh,
one
cool.
we were talking about before. The
Oh, yeah.
anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
the re-release remaster that they did in I think it was like 99 or something.
Cool.
98, 99, something like
I
that.
gotta check that out.
Because I had the one that had like this. It was like it might have been the first distribution that had like a sticker of like a kid, but like a line through it, like no kids. Like it's a cartoon but no kids kind of thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, this one I got I
No
ordered this
kid.
one from Suncoast because I found out they were re-releasing it. And funny story, I pre-ordered it, right? I show up the day that it's supposed to be there and the guy tells me, "Oh, we only have the subtitled version."
Oh,
Which one
that's
did you
nice.
order? I was like, I pre-ordered the dubbed version.
Yeah.
How do you not have one for me? He's like, "Oh, well, we sold out." I'm like, "What's the point of pre-ordering it then?"
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that meant I was assured one. That's the point.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't know if you all know how this works, and that's because I was in high school and I was like talking to an adult about it.
Mm-hmm.
You have no problem taking the reservation. Your problem is keeping the reservation.
Yeah. Like, oh, I guess nothing matters anymore. What a lesson learned that day. Thanks a lot, adult.
Yep.
You're supposed to be the voice of reason.
What's going on, Ben?
No, yeah, I brought that one. I also brought the second one too.
Oh, let's see what we got.
Bloodlust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vampire Hunter Double D's.
double D's. I like that one.
Was that Bloodlust, Larry?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like the last time we were talking about this, I thought it was a little mini series, but I'm thinking of the sequel to Ninja Scroll. Like Ninja Scroll, that sequel was like a mini series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good too. If you haven't seen Ninja Scroll yet,
Yeah,
you
Rob,
check it out.
man, you would really dig that one. Have you
Yeah,
seen that
Ninja
one?
Scroll's great.
Ninja Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen it.
It's a brutal, it's good, man. It's really good.
Yeah, because I know Rob, you're sort of opposed to anime, and I think because you think most of it's like Robotech or like Gundam, and for the most part it is, sure, or like what's the other one called? Well, never mind. But there's some of them that are like really really cool, and I think you would dig them.
Yeah, if I'll watch anything I'm recommended. So
Yeah. Basically, I think you would dig anime that really was before anime was like so trendy and because like Ninja Scroll I think's like in the late '80s, and I think I could be wrong about that, but I know it's one of the first animes I've seen was Ninja Scroll.
I feel like I for the longest time I didn't want to watch Akira because everybody would hype it up so much.
Yeah.
And then when I finally did watch it, I was like, man, this is basically like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cronenberg Blade Runner, and I was like, man, this is good.
Well, that's when I discovered I could like a product without liking the fans, because the fans are different than the product, and that's when when I first saw Akira, I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't watch Akira for the longest time because I've seen the fans, and I don't really particularly care for them. But the movie's pretty awesome, and
Yeah.
you know.
So, yeah, Lendog wants to know: do you guys think Stallone prefers to pee at a stall alone?
I mean, I can speak for myself. I like peeing in a stall by myself.
Yeah,
It's pretty sly of you.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a
boy.
rocky trip.
Yeah.
And if he pees too much, it'll go over the top.
Lady says it could go over the top. That's right.
Yeah.
Lady thinks he prefers for someone to hold it. Len, but she could be wrong. He sits down to pee.
He does one splash. There's one splashback.
Lady said it was so awesome seeing Vampire Hunter D for the first time in the theater.
I bet it was.
Mr. Bone says Vampire D's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
Oh, it never gets old. Never gets old.
No.
Got him.
Got him.
I've been getting into a lot of anime as of recently.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to destroy your morale, go ahead and watch the Evangelion series, Neon Genesis. Yeah, that'll put a damper on your. You guys seen that Neon Genesis?
I think I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen all of it. And then also another one that's crazy is Elfen Lied. That one's a series. That one's like a mini series, and it's crazy, man. It's like really nuts.
Yeah, let me guess. It has a really depressing ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that they love that.
I appreciate the suggestion, but I like good science fiction. Thank you.
Nice.
Free Jack.
Yeah.
Love me some Free
Hold
Jack.
on, I got you down there. Don, pop it back up. There we go.
Saw the theater.
Free jacket.
Oh, nice.
Free jacket again.
Yep.
Bust out that Free Jack.
Let's see. Oh, sorry, that's Cape Fear. Free Jack.
Oh, no.
Bust them lips out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There he is.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, man. I don't care what anybody says, man. Free Jack is great.
I like Free Jack. They need to remake Free Jack.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah,
No.
No.
It's a classic.
No more remakes. No more remakes of anything.
What happened to the
Jason? They remake movies that have name recognition because people will see them. So you're more likely to get a remake of Jaws, as where like if they remade Free Jack and actually just kind of sanded off the parts that are screwy, it might actually be something, you know.
Well, the thing about that, Don, is that
true.
If they were to do a Free Jack remake, they really could have Mick Jagger in it still because he's still kicking. So that'd be interesting.
And he looks the exact same.
Yeah, pretty
Isn't
much.
everybody still alive? Is Anthony Hopkins, Rene Russo, Emilio?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, not everybody. The guy from New York Dolls isn't.
No, that's right.
Oh,
yeah, you're talking about
Poindexter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he passed away recently. May he rest in peace. God bless his soul. What a guy! I love that guy so much.
Oh heck yeah!
That's the taxi driver from Scrooge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like that movie would not be the same if he wasn't in it.
No. Yeah, he was one of my favorite parts of that movie.
Yeah, like he makes that movie to me. It's like the Ghost of Christmas Past is like like my favorite segment of that film.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a bone.
Oh my God, Cap! Yes, I watched it. And I absolutely loved it. The ending messed me up, even though it did end on a high note.
Yeah, it did eventually though. But it was looking really bleak, but because like the whole series is like it's like giant robots essentially, giant mechs, but like they're fighting angels. It's very interesting, and then like the last like couple episodes, it's like just so depressing, and like these guys are gonna lose. And then, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, it's soul crushing. It's soul crushing. That's what it is.
It's soul crushing. You'll love it.
Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. It's great. But it does
I couldn't recommend it more.
Professor, right there, you hit the nail on the head with that one, man.
Grave of the Fireplace.
Yeah, that one is absolutely gorgeous movie. Like it's a great one. It's a great anime, not a movie, anime.
Yeah.
But man, is it hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like by the
Cannot
end of it.
rewatch.
Yeah, I can't. I've seen it only once, and I'll praise it all day long, but I can't watch it. It's man, it's a bummer.
Oh, thank goodness! I didn't miss the captain smoking a cig.
Now I'm here. No, I'm here.
I like Your Name. It was the highest grossing movie of all time at one point.
Your Name? Captain Adam?
Is that what it's called? Your Name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do not know. I love very depressing shit.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't mind it, but I can't be like I can't be just watching only that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I love movies that are like, that are like, I love dystopian movies that are just like bleak and everything, and where the good guy doesn't win all the time. You know what I mean? Like I like stuff like that. That's probably why I love Empire Strikes Back so much, because it's just like, or
but there's
like a Mad Max, like a Road Warrior. I love that sort of like bleak, where it's like there's no hope.
With the Mad Max series, it's like, okay, they won the day, but everything's still a shit pile. Like it's not going to be any better.
Yep.
It's still
if you think about it, it's just going to get worse down the road for them. So you don't even want to think about that part of it.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, exactly.
I kind of hope you get killed so you can get your ticket out of here.
And that, like I said, I brought this up, I think last stream cap or one of the before there, the movie The Road there with Viggo Mortensen, with him and his son. That movie is like, holy smokes.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Yeah, a little rough. Yeah.
Is Viggo.
Mm-hmm.
I live with depression every day of my life, so I prefer movies that help me escape said depression, especially if it has a nice pair or multiple pairs of movies.
And I tell you, Professor is just all about them memories.
Yeah, he likes those filthy pillows, buddy.
That's
it. That's his cup of tea.
Sweater pillows.
Yeah. Sweater yams.
Big old milkers.
Whereas, what was his name? What was the name? What was the caveman's name in Encino Man? What was it? What did they call him? Link?
Oh yeah. Gazungas.
Gazungas.
Betty Nugs. Betty Nugs.
Pillow pants.
Pillow
pants. That's the thing that lives in lives in his girlfriend's pants that keeps him from.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, they should have left it at part 2, man.
Yeah,
that third one was just it was rough.
I didn't even bother because I knew what it was going to be, dude. Didn't even bother.
So, Cap, you missed our whole Dracula and Frankenstein show off that we had while you were taking actually a very long leak.
Yeah, I had some stuff going down here, so.
Oh, okay.
Took me a while to get back.
You had to lower your sail or what?
Yeah, there was just some stuff flying around here.
Okay.
High winds.
All right.
Scallywags.
We'll wait for you to get back to the poop deck, and you can show us another tape there that you brought with you.
Mm-hmm. What about Frankenstein and Dracula? What were you talking about?
No, we're just showing Larry. We just showed off what we had, like Dracula and Frankenstein wise.
Yeah, we all had like different versions of
old school Bela Lugosi.
Oh yeah,
of Draculas and Frankensteins.
Yeah, that Universal collection, man, that was really like the first of its kind as far as like a VHS collection of that, like caliber, and like a lot of like the years to come, a lot of the other distributors started doing stuff like that. Like MGM did their Midnight Movie series where they had like a bunch of like B movie like schlock films.
Yeah, that's what this Frogs right here is a Midnight Movie series.
Yeah, they did. That was one of them. But there was another studio that did it too. What was it? I don't know. I can't remember now. I can't think of it, but yeah, that really that was a turning point for VHS. Like right in '91, like as soon as the '90s came into view, like VHS was back well, not like it went anywhere, but suddenly VHS was now affordable, and now you have like these cool collections. And the thing about that Universal Monsters Classic Collection was a lot of those films. That was the first time they were released on VHS. I mean, that was the first Mummy release. The Mummy was not released on VHS until '91, which is kind of weird to me. I always thought that was kind of strange. And but yeah, a lot of those films weren't. That was the first and only time it was released on VHS. Was that collection?
Wow.
So yeah.
So are any of the tapes that you have with you like Dracula or Frankenstein?
They are, but I was sort of saving them for another show because I have a lot of Dracula stuff. I thought that was worth its own thing. But let me get back down here below deck, and I will show you what else I have.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you. You show it off wherever you want to show.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I'll show it. I'll show it.
I know you'll show it. There are actually detailed instructions for when I die. On my tombstone, it must read, "He died like he wished, smothered by a huge pair of boobies."
Are you gonna have like 2 memories on tombstone?
Professor, did you ever see the Woody Allen movie Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask or something like that? There's a giant boob that's like a kaiju. Like the people are driving and running away from a giant titty that's chasing them, and it's like squirting milk at them and stuff. It's humongous. If you Google it right now, that's what you'll see. Just a big giant tit chasing like a convertible.
That's a Woody Allen movie?
Yeah, that's the same movie where Gene Wilder falls in love with a sheep.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, it's a more slapsticky, goofy type Woody Allen one, but yeah, I'm still haunted to this day by the giant kaiju titty chasing the people as they drive fast away from it.
That's hilarious, man. How could that not be? How did I not see that?
So with you saying that, I would think 2 things. Zilla would probably bite on it, and Kong would probably wrestle it to the ground. That's what I'm getting in my head.
Well, what I get in my head is Kong like.
That's what I'm saying, like wrestling it to the ground,
holding onto it and like nursing himself. No, Don, not a fan of Woody Allen. That guy, he is weird, and that's coming from a huge weirdo.
Good point.
Well, yeah, he's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's a rather odd side.
I remember when I think of Woody Allen, I think about I can't remember I don't know the name of the title of the movie, but I remember my mother was watching a Woody Allen movie once, and I was like not paying attention, but there was a part where he was supposed to be in Russia or something, and they were going to a war or whatever, and they're like, we're going to war for Mother Russia, and he was like, oh, it's not my mother, I don't want to go to war.
That might have been Zelig. I don't remember. Woody Allen was one of those things that, like, as a kid, people talked about how brilliant he was. So I went out of my way to make sure to check out the movies like Hannah and Her Sisters and all that. And it never really stuck with me the way like Top Secret or something actually good. Yeah, hey, look at the basement, Rob. See if that thing's on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I watched a few of them too because you hear people talking about Woody Allen, and you check it out, and you're like, okay.
It takes it all. It's I don't know. Woody Allen stuff. I don't know. It's some of it's good. Some of it I like. Some of it I don't. I don't know. I think he might be a bit overrated, but I don't know. Yeah. It's a certain audience. I know he does one called what's it called? Radio show. Where it's like he talks about
Radioland Murders.
No, it's like what the hell is it called? I don't remember now. Radio Days. That's a pretty good one.
Days. There you go. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's a pretty good one. He just sort of narrates it. It's like he's doing this. Like I don't know if it's him as a kid narrating his life or just some other character he's narrating like back in like the 30s. Living in the Bronx or something like that. And it's a very good movie. It's not a comedy. It's just a nice movie, and some Woody Allen stuff I dig. Some of it I don't. Most of it I don't. I should say.
Yeah. Well, nobody's a fan of Woody Allen in the chat, so.
Yeah, that's weird. He did a lot of weird stuff. Can't really speak for that. But some of the movies are okay. Some of them I don't get. I don't like. But
What about Woody Harrelson?
Thumbs up.
Does it change the subject? Natural Born Killers. Natural Born Killers. I don't even have that. Do you have that on tape, Cap?
No, I don't.
No, I don't have that on tape. I did have the soundtrack on vinyl though. That was pretty good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't
have a
think
special
I have it
edition.
either. I think I had a chance to I think I saw it in a lot that I tried to buy and I didn't get it because for some reason I think I had it, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't because otherwise I would have showed it.
Yeah. That's one of those things we talked on the show before about movies that were very, very soundtrack driven. That's one of those films.
Mm-hmm.
One of those mid-'90s films that are very highly soundtrack driven. They had a big soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean that one, The Crow. I mean, I guess it was just around that time. That was the thing at the time.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh yeah. Big soundtrack, like Strange Days. Remember Strange Days? That film.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That soundtrack had like a lot of like collaborations with artists, which was unique.
Yeah, I got that.
Empire Records as well.
Empire Records, of course. Yeah.
That's like one thing Apple Music and the MP3 and all that's kind of killed is the soundtrack used to be such a key component to the movie. It was like almost equally marketing. A movie like Clerks is just a black and white indie movie, but once you add that grunge soundtrack, now you got something else to it. Or like you say, Strange Days, or a movie like Judgment Night with Emilio and Cuba Gooding. Like the soundtrack lifts, it elevates the movie. And now they just, you never hear see Microsoft and be sure to buy the soundtrack or what do you call it, Minecraft, and get the soundtrack for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Puma.
You said you weren't going to be able to make it tonight.
It's not a Puma.
She made it.
It's not a Puma.
Woody Harrelson is great in anything. He's in Zombieland, Venom, and Let There Be Carnage. The Battle Royale ripoff. He's great.
True Detective season 1, Natural Born Killers. He's really good in People versus Larry Flint, although it's a little dry.
His best movie ever, Kingpin.
Yeah,
Kingpin, exactly.
I was going to say Doc Hollywood.
He's in one of those updated Planet of the Apes. What's that? Battle for the Planet of the Apes or something?
Yeah.
He's in one of those. Yeah, he's good in that.
In the movie Surfer Dude with Matthew McConaughey, he plays like his Matthew McConaughey's like a surfer, an old school surfer, and he's like his agent or manager, and he's like high as hell.
Yeah, Surfer Dude.
Yeah. No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. That's what I mean. Woody Harrelson's one of those guys when you think about him, not very good. And then you start running through his like filmography and you're like, oh, wait a minute, he's kind of great.
He is good. He's good.
He'll always be the bartender on Cheers to me, but
sure. Yeah.
Going on, Hunter Armstrong.
White Man Can't Jump,
Oh, yeah, White Man Can't Jump. Yeah. Money Train.
Whole damn band's white except for Jimmy. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that White Man Can't Jump was like Harrelson's real first foray into like major, like, big films. I mean, you could argue that.
For sure.
Yeah. You definitely see the full Woody Harrelson in that. Well, he was also in he was in Wildcats too, no?
Yeah.
Wildcats, yeah. Him and Wesley Snipes and with
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
And
I smell
like you said, Zombieland is pretty awesome.
The second one was okay.
I still haven't seen it. I love that first one. I still have never gotten around to what's it called, Double Tap or whatever.
Yeah, Double Tap.
Yeah,
it's okay. The first one is still. Oh man, it's so great.
Hey, Cap, Lady likes her little ghoul hanging thingy.
Oh yes, my ghoul girl. Yeah, I got this at an antique store. I guess back in November. It's not like vintage. It's like neo vintage. Like it's supposed to look like one of those old Halloween decorations, but it's not an old one. But it's still pretty cool to have.
Yes,
it's very very delicate. It's like it's very It's exactly what you think it looks like. It's like very, very thin paper. So it's like I don't move it around very much. So it's like, yeah, I just put it there for a horror show.
Don't play with it. Just hang it up and leave it there.
Let's look at that. Look at that cleavage. Look at that.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
Professor,
hold on.
what do you think of this? Professor.
Professor needs to take a look at that. Take a look at that, Professor. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's right up his alley, buddy.
Yeah.
Professor said True Detective Season 1. Damn,
What he
Woody
gave-
gave wood to a naked Alexandra Daddario.
Well,
He did. I watched
Wow.
it recently.
Yeah, that's what he
He's not
does.
lying.
That's pretty
That's
impressive.
what he does.
That's
what
like
he
doing
does.
a cock push-up.
Yeah. Come on now.
You just need a break. Hey, relax, guy.
Oh, thanks. It lights up. I got to change the batteries. Apparently, it gets a little bit brighter, but it's like a faux candle kind of flicker glow thing. But batteries are low. But again,
I
it's
thought that was actually like your collection of skulls.
no. But I don't know if like
Go!
I don't know if it came this way or somebody just painted on these weird Groucho Marx eyebrows on the skulls.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't know what's going on there, but
The
typically
many
skulls-
faces of Groucho.
Yeah, typically skulls don't have eyebrows, so that's a very interesting touch.
No.
But yeah,
It's funny though. It's funny when skulls have eyebrows.
yeah.
That's pretty. Groucho.
Hey, outside of a dog, a book's a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read.
See, a skull is not really supposed to have eyebrows. It's supposed to have like the ridge of the bone, the eye socket. It's supposed to
Yes.
look like an
Well-
eyebrow, but it's supposed to be the
Well,
eye
we
socket.
know this. We know this. We know basic human anatomy, or any kind of anatomy. Flesh beckons hair.
Mhm.
That's not always the case, but usually you can't have hair without flesh.
No.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys are talking about Dracula. I do have it, but it's. I have a couple versions of the original Dracula on VHS, but they're buried. I didn't prepare them for this show, but I do have some other Bella stuff. I have a Night Monster, which is kind of more of it's labeled as horror, but it's more of a murder mystery. This is interesting because it is an MCA Universal home video release, 92. So it's right around the same time as the classic Monster Collection was coming out, but it's not part of it because basically there's no monster involved. So they don't have a part of it, even though they probably should because it's like a Bella horror movie by Universal. So why not? But they didn't. This is just its own thing. And what's weird is they even had it was almost like a little sub collection thing with horror classics, Universal horror classics. It's like, okay, so you're making another horror collection for VHS, but you didn't include this on the one that you already had. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know what they were doing, but that's the case for this Night Monster Bella. Then I have a White Zombie, which is classic
cool.
Bella flick. 1990 UAV distribution. So this is garbage. And
Well,
this plays like complete shit. So good old
like-
UAV.
The paper, the cardboard in the slipcover is worth more than the tape.
Basically, yeah. Good old UAV stuff, man. Good old UAV. United American.
White Zombie the most mass-produced, like across all media, like between
Mhm.
Beta, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray. Is White Zombie the most common movie there is?
No, Night of the Living Dead is.
Really? Because White Zombie's always in all those 4-packs and stuff. But I do agree, Night of the Living Dead, because of that.
Yeah, I mean,
copyright,
no, you're right about that. I mean, I guess it's
you
because
buy that 10-pack of horror movies for $5, and there's
Sure.
White Zombie every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But usually it's the same distribution, and it's usually just some kind of like budget distributor like UAV or or Star Classics or something like that. Or
Macabre too. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Yep, those are the two I remember seeing the most incarnations of. Like, oh, here's a new version of this, the slipcover and everything.
Yeah. Well, speaking of since you're talking about it, let me try to bring it out here. I got it on my pile, but where is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't
Night
know
of the Living
about.
Dead. I have a couple distributions. I used to have a lot more, but I did sell plenty of them. but I still have plenty more. Here are like my favorite ones, just because here is with the absolute worst cover art. It's like I drew this. It's just like, okay,
Yeah, that's
you know.
right up there. That's even worse than the cover of that Commando movie that I showed last time.
Yeah,
remember?
I think it's right on the same list, man. This is just it's terrible. I mean, again, this is another UAV
Oh my god,
distribution.
it's a tombstone with a little bit of blood on it.
That's it, and it
That's
has
right.
you can't see it because of my lighting, but it has like the cast on the tombstone. So
Oh, okay.
Oh.
yeah, Dwayne Jones, Judith O'Dea, and Russell Schreiner. That's what it says on the tombstone, but that is terrible.
To me, it kind of looked like one of the ghosts from Pac-Man. I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's a Pac-Man movie.
It looks like something you would buy from an ice cream truck. Can I get?
I think I did.
Yeah.
It looks like the Pac-Man ice cream bars, like the ghost ice cream bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to the SpongeBob and all the other ones. Like,
Can I get a Chocodile and a Night of the Living Dead? Okay, thank you. That'll be 20 quid. 20 quid.
Cornetto.
Then I have my favorite distribution with my favorite cover art, which looks like it doesn't.
Necronomicon. Oh, it's wild.
Well, what it doesn't say it, the artist on it, but it looks like the artist who did the stuff for what are those books, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Remember the art for that? That's what it looks like, and I think it is them, him, or whoever. But it doesn't say who the artist was, so it could be just like a mimic. But yeah, it's terrific. But a lot of text on this. It like tells you like the synopses of the movie.
Yeah,
it's like
there's
okay,
a lot of writing on that box.
It's like, and there's even more writing on the back. It's like, what is this? A book? Just a book?
It's a
Writing a book?
novelization.
Yeah, it's a Platinum Disc Corporation distribution.
That's a money laundering front.
Oh yeah, they also human traffic. They're they would distribute VHS and they were human traffickers at the same time. So yeah, it is
you read that box and you read the box and you put it back on the shelf because you don't need to see the movie.
Yeah, I already saw it. I mean, it's
right.
There.
You could read that inside a dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good throwback, Don. Good throwback.
Josh got the 92 MCA Universal release of House of Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's good stuff. This is a 98 platinum disc. And one of I should say, I guess my favorite Night of the Living Dead distribution is this one, double feature with Reefer Madness.
That's pretty cool.
That's a midnight movie. Yeah, I would go to the theater and see that if that was playing at midnight. For sure.
This is a Good Times Home Video. Good old Good Times Home Video distribution. So, yeah, 1986.
I love how they
look, Rob. You'll appreciate this, Rob. Look, you can't really see my damn lighting, but it's just a blank.
Yeah,
nice.
It just says title. It's title, and you just got to fill it in yourself. Like, okay, Good Times. What are you doing to us, Good Times Home Video?
So the only way you could really tell if like which movie was first was you had to watch it, and they're like, okay, so wait, which one was first again? And then you write that.
Well, it's like imagine buying a CD or like a cassette tape at a store of an album, then having like fill out the list yourself, like it's a mixtape you made. Like, what am I doing here? Like, what I paid money for this. Why do I have to fill it out myself?
Yeah, it's like the low budget consumer version of Corey Hart's tape, and it's just a blank tape and a blank cover, and you got to listen to the songs and write your own titles down on the cover of it.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
So what was track 6?
And all the titles are all screwed up because you don't really know because you're going off the chorus or whatever. You think the song's called this,
but it's called something. Yeah. It's like that Who song. It's like, okay, that's not called Teenage Wasteland. It seems like it should be called Teenage Wasteland, but it's not.
Right?
Okay.
What's happening, Cinephile?
Sean.
Cinephile.
What's going on, buddy?
CWO.
Remember that memorable scene in Night of the Living Dead with the bloody tombstone? Yeah, me neither.
Well, it kind of is at the beginning when that guy gets his head smashed, right? Didn't he get his head smashed against the thing? They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah,
I'm
Johnny.
coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah.
That sound effect too. It's almost as bad as the mallet from Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Very squirty and squishy sounding. Yeah. And I was going to say, like I was saying, Rob, that's like that is one of my Night of the Living Dead is one of those horror movies that have a lot of meaning to me because it just it's such a because it was just like an older film, but it's pretty graphic for its time. It's pretty gross. Like and it really kind of stuck with me. You know what I mean? And of course, it's like one of the most famous horror movies of all time. It wouldn't really be a zombie genre without it. So it's a pretty impactful film.
It's my favorite.
And,
my favorite.
I got a
oh yeah, to me that's where the zombie films end is Night of the Living Dead. Like I don't really care about anything else.
I don't know. Dawn, the original Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that's cool. But then it's like, okay, everything's a zombie. Everything's a zombie now. There's zombie movies all over the place. It's like, all right, okay, let's calm down with zombie films. You know,
they saturated the market at one point for sure.
yes, they did. Yes, they did.
I mean, Cap, this wall right here is my whole Romero wall right here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, good.
So I have like posters from like Dawn, Day, and then I have my figures from Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead right here on this little railing here.
Good stuff. I knew you would. I just had a feeling you would. I had a feeling.
Leguizamo from Land of the Dead.
Yeah.
We need that. We need that figure. That'd be cool.
I got a Video Treasures Film Classics shitty release, colorized version.
Oh.
Of Night of the Living Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I had that one too, but I had sold it. Yeah.
It's a HGV Canada release. Got a Canadian flag on the bottom.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Colorized version of that sucks.
Colorized version. And I also have I got Children of the Living Dead.
Oh.
Pull that out.
Interesting.
I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that.
Yeah. What year was that released?
Let's take a look here.
Is it in black and white? The pictures on the back look like it was black and white.
No, it's just the way the pictures look. I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
It's from an executive producer of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
What's his name? Shay? Bob Shay or whatever his name is?
Yeah, Bob Shay.
Yeah. It was Wes Craven, and then he called him and was like, "Take my name off that shit.
Like no date on this thing?
Keep my name out your mouth.
Keep my name out your mouth."
Yeah, there's no date on the tape or on the. Hold on, wait. Nope.
Yep.
No date anywhere.
I will say that remake, the one with Sid Haig, that's
horrible. Children of the Living Dead. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently it came out in 2001.
Oh yeah. There's no date on this.
There's
a stamp on the tape, but there's no like.
It's got a 2.4 on IMDb and a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, 13%.
But Tom Savini plays a deputy in it, so I would probably watch it.
Yeah.
It's children.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
There.
Land of the Dead, aka the Super Mario Brothers movie reunion.
I didn't realize Hoskins was in Land of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead are my favorite zombie movies. I like Return of the Living Dead too.
Yeah. Send more cops.
Yeah. I have Dawn of the Dead as well. I have Dawn of the Dead over there. I didn't bring it up.
Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Night of.
I got down in here. I got
2 episodes of Walking Dead. That's one of the best zombie movies ever made.
How about this one here? We'll change this. The Horror of Party Beach.
Oh yeah.
I've never
classic. No, never heard of that.
No,
that is like the classic quintessential B movie camp.
I was gonna say it sounds very Mystery Science Theater.
What was on there? I recommend watching that episode. Yep.
Oh,
There
really?
you go.
Oh yeah.
Extra mass murder at a slumber party. And it's a cool
Yeah.
Prism release too. It's like a fold up,
Yeah.
a flat box there. It's
nice.
like
Well, that's a
closed
flat
up all
box.
the way around.
I didn't know Prism did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all closed up all the way around.
Good for you, Prism.
I got a nice Vestron
Way to get him.
Vestron video release of Devil's Gift.
It's a nice,
Surprise!
what logo? What Vestron logo? Oh, I see it. Like
Now,
that's
Some guy screaming on the back. I've never watched this yet, but
it's got to be an
here's
early one with that
people
logo.
who are like, will you check the return box for surprise? Because that looks like the title, the way it's set up on top there. Hey, will you check the return box and see if surprise came in?
yeah, it does. It's a surprise on top, and then it says Devil's Gift.
Yeah, but it jumps out at you so like dramatically.
Well,
Surprise!
But it is just.
Back up.
You think
You
it
ever
might
seen that
be.
movie Surprise? I'm like,
Yeah, but
Surprise?
you might
What
think
was
it'll be like the whole thing. Surprise Devil's Gift is the whole name, but it's just Devil's Gift.
Like what is the name of this movie? Is it Surprise or what?
it's probably mislabeled in video stores.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It had to have been at some point, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well, file it under S for Devil's Gift.
There you go. I got Demons 2 at the bottom over there. Got Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness over there.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Which one you
look
got?
at there.
Hold on, let's see
Oh,
what
look
Larry
at that. That too. I
Oh,
don't think I've
he's
ever
got
seen
a
that one.
he's got a PAL version.
I'm coming. Hold on. There we go.
That's a PAL version. Is that a PAL version, Larry? That's got to be a PAL version.
yeah, but
Well,
it's a
Larry is
newer.
my pal, so it makes sense.
Yes, right.
Well, this one's actually a collector. Like it's a newer release of.
Oh, I see.
When I say newer, it's like a boutique release, and it's from Vice Press. And then, but
cool.
it is a PAL version. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I can't play it on my player or anything like that.
Are you sure? Did you try it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Because I mean, some VCRs do play them. There was a thing back in the day where it's like VCRs were universal and they just didn't know. They didn't tell you.
You might get lucky. You might get lucky and have a player that'll play it. For the most part, it won't, but you might get lucky. You never know.
Yeah, because I have a couple PAL versions that I was able to just play before I even knew there were PAL versions. Like long before I even knew anything about it, I just would play them, and I was like, oh, they're fine. Then I realized later, I was like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be able to watch that. Then I did some little digging, and apparently, some VCRs in the day would just play them like it was universal. They didn't even tell you.
That's the Evil Dead I got.
Nice.
Yeah, I recognize that one.
I remember that cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one, and then I got the part 2 looks with the skull, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the classic one
That's
right
the classic.
Yeah, that's
I
the
have
one.
that
That's the one everybody wants. Is that one? That's the one everybody wants.
And I got this.
I had that one in a plastic clamshell box. Like it was a re-release right before DVD hit. Like it was a re-release of it, kind of a fancier.
It was probably the Anchor Bay distribution
I
because
believe
they
it was.
99.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, the skull one, except it came in like a smooth, but it's like that same type of box, the smaller black with the rounded edges. But yeah, it's the skull cover. It was a ultra HD VHS release because they knew DVD was coming.
Oh yeah, with special features included. You have to watch the whole movie to get to them. Yeah, fast forward to get to it.
Check out the cover of this Army of Darkness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that cover.
I remember that guy. Yeah, that one's a classic with the screaming
99,
face.
right?
And he got a couple skulls on top, like skeletons on top, like thrown in there.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yeah, but this one I had just got it because I was like, man, I love Evil Dead 2 and I love the artwork and everything. So I don't think I'll ever. I mean, maybe I could try it and it'll work. Who knows? But
yeah, might be surprised. I mean, yeah, nothing to lose because if it doesn't play, it doesn't play. It's not like it's going to blow up your VCR. It's not like booby trapped.
It'll just be snowy. Like when I got Angel Heart, I got a PAL version of Angel Heart, and I put it in, and I'm like, why? Before I realized what it was, I'm like, why does this thing play in it? I thought my machine had a problem, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I realized that's why it's not playing.
Well, if that's the case, if it works, then I'm gonna try to buy They Live from that same boutique place because they made one. They made a special one for They Live.
Nice.
I got
Oh,
Bubba
nice.
Oh
Hotep.
yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Bravo to
Bubba Hotep.
That's a sad movie. I think that's a sad movie.
It is a sad movie.
You
I'm
know?
gonna fire off a
Yeah.
couple here before we end up wrapping it up. But I got
Yeah.
Horror Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh,
With,
nice.
I like this one because it's a vintage video release.
Yeah, there you go, Rob. Just like you, Rob.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a few of these vintage video ones.
Yeah. I bet you they play like dog shit though. I bet you that is like really low grade tape.
Like it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It was probably $2.
It weighs nothing, and it's got like a big Canada sticker on the back. Boom, Canada.
Yeah. $2
Yeah.
at McCrory's. Yeah, that looks like that looks terrible.
And I got the CBS Fox Omen 1 and 2.
oh, nice.
Oh, that is nice, buddy.
Wow. Pretty jealous of that, man. I would love to have those.
Nice.
Hey, look, Don has one too. I guess, you know.
Let me see.
I don't think I've ever seen that cover for the second one.
Yeah, there you go. That's the exact same one.
Mm.
Yeah, an old X rental copy.
Man, that's cool.
At least it's not a cut box though for an X rental. That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I used to work in a bunch of video stores, and these plastic sleeves that they had for
Yeah.
the shelf display ones. These are awesome. They protect like most of my stuff like this would be destroyed if it wasn't for these.
Yeah, they're good
Yep.
stuff. Good stuff.
I have the exact same thing here. I'm gonna pop it up. I got two house 1 and 2.
What silly movies they are.
They're both X rental
this
cut
one,
boxes, but I
Cat
put them in the plastic and they look good, you know. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're both cut. They're both
Yeah.
cut box.
Nice.
yeah. I've,
I always thought that
Oh, my-
worm creature was cute, man.
these are
nice.
all
look
the
at that.
box I had. Like they straight up just cut the box and then stuffed it inside the old clamshell
Well,
for it.
that's why they call it that. That's why they call it a cut box, because this is exactly what they do.
Yep, just try to make them stand up.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least that looks decent compared to some of the X rentals I've seen. I mean, some of them are
that's not
just
a bad one.
some of them are
Yeah,
just complete.
I had an
hack
Empire Strikes
jobs.
Back like that.
Yeah,
It was a cut box that I transferred to the plastic.
yeah,
You know,
Oh wow.
it's like,
Yeah.
give you a new home and make you safe.
yeah.
Mm,
Good for you, Todd. Good for you. You're doing your part.
On my rack here is where I got most of my
The Ghost and Mr.
Ghost and
Chicken.
Mr. Chicken.
It's the scariest movie ever made, right there.
that's what I'm saying. It was with my horror movies for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not in the Universal Monsters Classics collection. I don't know. Like I just
I got that was in the TV that was just playing, just rewinding. I got on a cut box of Dr. Giggles.
yeah.
Oh nice.
Oh yeah, Larry Drake. Yeah, Benny
All right.
from LA Law.
R.I.P.
My whole rack over here is all cut boxes, and it's all horror.
Or Durant from Darkman.
Darkman. Yeah.
Yep. And he was the guy that made fun of Mr. Miyagi on the beach in Karate Kid.
Oh yeah, that's right.
right,
Where
that's right.
He
Yeah,
Does
chop
the
the bottles.
things
Yep.
up.
He's like, why don't you make me move them? And he calls them some
Expletive.
kind of like
Yes. Like, don't say it.
name.
Don't.
They name.
Yes.
Oh no, say it, Rob. Come on, Rob, say it.
I can't
don't.
remember what he calls them. Like
Don't say anything he said in that scene. Don't say
I
anything he
was there
said.
when Rob got canceled.
Yeah.
Mr. Yato or Mato or Mr. something
See,
like that. He calls it.
This is it. This is
Moto
it.
or something.
We're done. Thanks, guys, for joining us for the last live stream here on
And
Rob's
then
Witness Video.
Danielson says, "How'd you do that?" And he's like, "I don't know.
Don't know.
First time."
Yep.
Don't
Don't
know.
know.
Do you have a black belt? No, tan belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheers.
Canvas.
J.C. Penney.
JC Penny.
Jesse Penny.
JC Penny. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I love
great.
it when fellow collectors flex their awesome gems.
I'm about to flex my awesome jewels.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Captain's been sipping on the rum. Is there no more rum left?
Staring at this is the last one I brought. The staring at Captain's little paper mache woman there. I keep looking at her.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
then this guy is what? He's
Oh, wow.
troll? Is that
Yeah,
that?
that was
yeah. I
pretty
guess
cool,
he's
yeah.
the troll. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what is that? Frank,
Oh,
that's an
you know,
interesting tape, Don.
Speaking of horrors,
Yeah, it's basically just like a walk and talk of someone at one of the first like horror cons,
that's
and it's
pretty
Wow.
just
cool, man. That's a
they
media. That's
walk
a media
around.
release too, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that's
That's a
awesome.
media, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good stuff, Don. That's a gem right
yeah,
there.
that's an oddball one. When most people see it, they're like, "I've never seen one of those before." It's just basically somebody walking around at a fan fest, an
Yeah,
early fan fest, a horror
right.
con.
Before that was before that was actually a big thing. That's
Yeah,
a good tape. That's a good tape.
it's a good
Very
one.
good tape. Yeah.
Oh, Captain. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys? How you guys feeling? You want to wrap it up, or anybody else got something to show off, or call it a
No.
night?
Yeah,
Before Captain starts getting out of hand.
Me? You're the one. You're the one saying racist stuff against Japanese people down there.
Yeah, well, you were saying other things.
About what? What was I saying?
I know you were about to get something out that you're not supposed to take out.
My jewels. My rings.
Oh, okay. I missed
What do you think I was talking about?
I don't know.
Man,
Naughty.
it's not like I was going to start doing anal shots of peppermint moonshine or anything.
Rob and Larry are canceled. Next
Yeah,
week it'll be
not
me.
yet, but
Join us.
Some blank screens.
The new
Join us for some blank screens, right?
how about the, hey,
the new thumbnail
how
is just
funny
got
would it
a
be?
white cover on that VHS, the blank one.
How funny? How funny would it have been if we've been sitting here now, like 2 hours later, still not saying nothing?
I don't know if we couldn't have done. I don't
No.
know if we could have done that. I really don't. I think that would have been too much.
That would have been
We're not
insane.
Andy Kaufman. We're not Andy Kaufman.
That would have
You know,
been insane.
Yeah.
That
I do
would
want to
be,
show one thing off. One thing off before we leave. A very special tape to me. This has a lot of meaning. This
Okay.
is
See, that's what I was
Dull
trying
Man.
to get to. That's what I was trying to get at. I wanted to see horror tapes from the Captain. That's from his collection that he cares
Well,
about.
I don't know if you can really say this is horror or just like sci-fi action with horror elements. It's Dull Man versus Demonic Toys. Remember Demonic Toys? It was like a ripoff of Puppet Master. This is a full moon home video. This is a demo copy just for a rental demo. But this is great. It's the crossover that none of us asked for, but we wanted anyway, with Dull Man versus Demonic Toys.
Those movies
And
are
what's
crazy.
special
I
to
love
me
those movies.
this was given to me by one of the vendors of the first VHS Expo. You can't really see it because of the lighting, but well, you probably see it right there. He wrote on it, for VC Arnold. This is a gift from him to VC Arnold.
VC Arnold?
Nice.
I thought that was very special. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, just had to
Nice.
show that off. That's
Speaking
very
of full
special.
moon, man, like if I were to ever, I guess like a Grail VHS for me would be Subspecies.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I would like to get the Demonic Toys, but I mean they're one of those where like I don't know, they're not that expensive right now, but I never think to look them up when I have the money to buy stuff. So it's like I always forget to get them because they're just fun movies. You know what I mean? They're fun. Same with Puppet Master.
I'd like to pick up those transfers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as one of the things I never really look into it until I think about it now, and I'm like, I should look into that.
I never realized there were so many of them. Like I remember only 3 of them when I was young, when I was a kid, and I think the first one I saw was part 2, and then I saw the first one, and then I think I saw the third one like later on, but I never realized there was like 6.
Yeah, I think there were 6 of them. Yeah,
something like that. The funniest thing about that series of movies is that you watch the first one and Helen Hunt's in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch the second one and she's in it, and her teeth are in the first one she has like a space between her teeth and stuff, and the second one she has perfect teeth.
Yeah, she's got a good age.
She made some dentist money on the first one, and then she came back in the second one.
Well, she has a good agent. That's what that is. It's like, hey, we should do.
She had to, she had to compete with Megan Ward. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed when I watched those 2 movies. Because when I first watched them, I again, because I've seen them back in the day, but when I revisited them, I watched them back to back, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I noticed. As soon as she started coming on, I'm like, well, she got her teeth fixed.
Yeah. Well, that's like Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back. You're like,
Oh yeah, with the scar.
Oh,
why does he look
yeah.
different? It's
Yeah.
like,
Or
it was it was a Wampa attack. Okay, yeah, that's not makeup. That's a scar. Had his face taken off in a motorcycle crash. That's why.
At least he didn't end up like Gary Busey.
Those motorbikes, boy,
Yeah. Well,
they're dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, Mad About You money, but this is way before the Mad About You money.
Yes.
Yeah, I would think by maybe Transfers 3 that would probably been when she started Mad About You, I think.
Yeah, like
well, it's kind of amazing. Kind of amazing she got work after Transfers. Just saying. I mean, she was in Twister, for heaven's sakes. It's
yeah, and As Good as It Gets, or one of those too.
Well,
I
she-
think.
I love that movie. I love the movie Twister, man.
Well, I'm sure she got Twister because of Mad About You.
Yeah.
And she got Mad About You because she fixed her teeth in Transfers 2.
You're probably right, Rob.
So I think that she plotted it out. That she planned it out pretty nicely. I think.
Yeah.
Good for Helen Hunt.
Good for Helen Hunt. That's right, Don. Yeah, good for her.
Or she was telling she was telling
Yeah.
Charlie, she was like, "I'll come back for part 2 if you get me some dental work."
Yeah, that's what the captain was saying. Her manager negotiated a good contract the next time.
Yeah.
She's going to come back.
That's how. I was saying, if you watch Chasing Amy, Ben Affleck's teeth are all jacked up, and then like 6 months later or something, he's in Armageddon, and all of a sudden he's got these big, shiny, bright veneers.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah.
Man.
Especially Ben Affleck too, man. Like Ben Affleck, he wasn't like some kind of. He didn't look like a heartthrob leading up to that. And next thing you know, he's in Armageddon. He's handsome as shit. Everyone's like,
he's all tan and ripped. He's got like nice teeth and stuff. It's like, oh, Harvey Weinstein dolled this guy up. Got him new boobs.
Ever see that what was a HBO thing that he was in?
Oh, Project Greenlight.
No. I'm talking about like when he was like an unknown, like it was like one of those like after school type special like.
Oh yeah, he played the bully for a minute.
Yeah.
What was it? Class, the one with Brendan Fraser, where he's Jewish at a private school.
Oh yeah,
that one's a good one too. That one's a good one too. No, the one I'm talking about, it was like
what's that called?
It was like were you talking about the Brendan Fraser one?
Yes.
Yeah. Class. What the hell is that called?
Okay, that's enough. What? Anyway, please continue what you're saying. Yeah.
No, he did like it was like an after school special type thing for HBO, and it was like supposed to be a dramatization of like real life stuff. So he was playing this guy that did steroids, in high school, and it's School Ties. There you go. Yeah,
School Ties. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
But even back then, in that, if you look how different he looks from like that, his humble beginnings up until
Yeah.
With honors.
No, that's a different movie. Different
one.
Yeah.
That was what. That was Joe Pesci, the homeless guy.
Yeah. That was Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci with honors.
No,
also, welcome. No,
that's
he wasn't.
What's his name? Bateman.
Yeah, that was
Bateman, part 2.
Part 2. Anyways, welcome to the show, Charlotte. We are getting ready to hop off here, unfortunately, but thank you for checking in with us.
Yes,
Charlotte's always awesome.
Yep.
Anybody who's got Batman as their avatar, I'm cool with.
Mm-hmm. Sure, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But Ben Affleck, he played a lot of bullies early in his career because he was a bully.
Wasn't in Buffy either. That's
no, he wasn't in Buffy.
He was
Luke Wilson
bully in Mallrats.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It was a bully in Mallrats, right? Dazed and Confused. Yep.
Yeah, Dazed and Confused. Yeah, the paddle.
Yeah.
Boiler Room.
Steroids. There you go, Limonia. Yeah, he was some sort of steroid something or other in an after school.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. It's because of the roids. It's because of the roids. That's what turned him into a monster.
Probably thinking of Mallrats. You're probably thinking of Mallrats, Professor.
Yeah, he could be. Could be.
But as Keanu went through the same kind of thing too with Speed. When Speed came out, man, his hair had a shaved head, and he was all with his white shirt on. And next thing you know, he was like, all the women were like, "Ooh,
Oh yeah, they dolled him up because before that he was like, whoa.
yeah." It was like a stoner, like doing
Yeah.
different stuff and stuff like that. But
Well, because
after
here's what it
Speed, he
is.
became a hunk after he was like an action star.
Because he did Bill and Ted, and like within the same year he did Parenthood. Well, I think it might be a year before Parenthood, but he was the same kind of character, like whoa, kind of character. But he was like automatically typecast as that kind of character. So it took a long time for us to really take him seriously.
Is it called like
just because of
River's
that.
Edge? What's the other one? River's Edge? Is that what it's called? The one where they find the high school kids find the dead body and they're protecting one of their friends. Keanu's in that one. He plays the same type of like.
Yeah.
But then, to me, speed is key for Keanu because that's where they unlocked that if he just sits there and looks kind of confused, which is his natural state, he looks like he's thinking and trying to figure stuff out. Like, how am I?
Well, they did that for. I mean, I think Point Break is really what did that for him.
Yeah.
Me
too.
Yeah.
He's so confused.
Sure. Point Break, and then they doubled it up with Speed.
Yeah. 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 And then somehow he became John Wick, and they just said, "Okay, well, you're John Wick now." Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how he transitioned to into an action star because he wasn't an action star before. In Babes in Toyland, he wasn't an action star.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't even an actor because that movie sucks.
The Christmas Swanson movie
sucks. It's a terrible movie.
He was in Vampire Slayer in one of the basketball scenes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Professor.
Swanson, Buffy the Vampire. See, I've already kind of forgot that exists. I always think of
that's what
what's her name? Sarah Michelle
apparently,
one.
Everybody knows this but us, fellas. I didn't know that either. I had no idea. Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that. I remember Arquette. I remember even Arquette looked weird. Looks totally different after Buffy.
Yeah.
Because Arquette was the friend of what's his name? Oh my God, Luke.
Yeah, Luke Perry.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
I was gonna say Luke Wilson. I'm like, man, I know it's not Luke Wilson.
I said Luke Wilson before. I know none of you has heard me, thank God, but I did say Luke Wilson.
Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker and
the rapper, not the
Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi and Luke Skywalker are in that movie.
Kenobi. Yeah, they're in that movie together.
Buffy the Sith Slayer.
Yep.
That's not the movie?
No, it's not. Starring Luke Warmstream.
Starring
Luke Warmstream. I think we're all participating in that right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Luke Warmstream. I think we grounded out, fellas. Let's get out of here.
Well, let's thank our special guest for hanging out for
absolutely. Yeah,
and spending one of those hours with masks on and creating pimples. Everybody go.
Oh yeah,
with some Clearasil.
Yeah, we got some clogged pores now.
And we almost suffocated Lay.
Yeah, we almost killed Lay Day.
Yeah, Lay Day almost died.
Yep.
On behalf of our nonsense.
Yeah. But I do like the idea we were all dressed up like Jason, and then she just dropped by as the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Right. Yeah, I liked it. That's the only mask you had. It's fine. It works.
That's what I'm saying. It was perfect.
Yeah.
That's the type of entertainment you get here on Rob's Talking Tapes
right.
with the captain.
You're not getting this anywhere else.
And Lay Day is she's always here on the chat, so she's welcome anytime she wants to show up, mask or no mask.
I imagine her like texting this stuff while she has like an IV hooked up to her because she's so dehydrated from the water loss for having the mask.
She's on the ambulance.
Yeah, yeah.
100%, Professor. Great to have a tape talk crossover.
Good stream, guys. Good stream.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. This is a crossover. Oh, it's a multiverse. We're in a multiverse.
We're in the multiverses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to wrap her up. And so, once again, thanks, Don, man. I know that you're a busy dude, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us. And Larry, of course, you're always here, so I don't want to take you for granted, but you're always here.
Screw you, Larry. You're always here.
I'm nobody.
Yeah, well,
Take
Don, thanks for joining us, buddy. It's good seeing you again. And
Oh, it was a pleasure to join you, gentlemen, and I'm glad we could all get together and have the mashup like this. That is a special occasion that we've been needing to do, so I appreciate it.
yeah, sure is. And,
I quite
Larry,
agree.
Larry, I'm certainly glad you were able to join us here tonight, and it's nice to see you in live and in living color as opposed to just in the chat. So
Or just the hands and my videos.
Yeah, exactly. Just the hands and the voice.
Larry
Yeah.
looks like a hacker in a movie. Like
Yeah.
he looks like he's about to crack into the Pentagon. Like,
Yeah. He knows
he's got
a back door.
the red lights.
Yeah.
He knows a back door.
Larry's going to be in the toy store, like pulling out his credit card and passing his hand over, and someone's going to see his hand and be like,
Aren't you
Horror Cat
Dad?
Just by the hand swipe. I know that hand.
Yeah.
The calluses on my hands? Is it that bad?
No, it's just like the movement. It's everything of it, you know.
Oh, he's a hand model.
He's a hand model now. He's got to get that fucking cylinder, like
George Costanza.
Yeah.
What's his name there?
Like in the Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, let's end this thing and get the outro, and we'll talk for a second backstage.
Yes.
Right after this.
Yes, good. Now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and take care out there. Keep your heads clean and be kind. Rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday. Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now.